All right. Man, I should have brought me my candles in here. This one, this come from. Whew.
What you need?
Oh, the candle on the fireplace? The little tin candle. Hey, y'all. Hey. What's up? What's up, everybody? It's a 10. It's a 10. No, the one that has wax in it, the other one is empty. Huh? Yes, please. How y'all doing? How are y'all? Whew. Somebody text. Somebody text. Oh, okay. All right. What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday, everybody. Hey, Monica. Black Goddess 4, peace to you as well. Positive. Thank you. Hi. Hey, Kai. Hey, Trisha. Hey, Raina. All right, y'all. I was getting so many downloads today, and we went to Target. And on the way back, I was like, man, like Spirit just kept talking to me. I had these dreams over the past few nights. I was like, man, I gotta kind of talk to them, just a little bit about ascension and spirituality and stuff like that. And by ascension, I mean, I kind of mentioned it briefly in the last live about us getting new bodies. And I wanted to just kind of look at some things that you all are experiencing during ascension. So I'll need a list. Like I said, she out with her boo. Well, go ahead and come through then, boo. Well, go ahead and do you, boo. Yes, right. Positive Light said, I see you. We all see you, okay? Yes. So I just, want to talk about the ascension process a little bit. A lot of us know that, our mothers or aunts or, whoever's big sisters, whatever, that when, a baby comes home from the hospital, they're about 6, 7, 8 pounds, 9 pounds, maybe. That's a big one. My children were 6 pounds each. But, you bring that baby home and then, you see them 6 months later and they're much bigger. A year later, they bigger, whatever. But then as we began to age, we stop growing in height. We don't get any more teeth. These things don't happen to our bodies anymore. But there are things that do change over time consistently. Some of these things we may not even be aware of because some of these things are not necessarily noticeable unless you do, like I was saying the other day, go back and look at your old pictures and stuff like that, because that's where you can start seeing those changes. But with things how they're ascending now is completely different. I feel like these things are happening on a spiritual level. You should be manifesting things faster now. If you ask Spirit a question, it should be showing you a sign just like this. But you have to know what to look for. So I want to kind of talk a little bit about that as well. Y'all know I like to use myself as an example. Sometimes I use clients, but I prefer to use myself because experience is the greatest teacher. And if I am sharing knowledge with others, then I have to talk about things that I've learned that have worked or that did not. We were doing a detox, my wife and I, a couple of years ago, and I was doing too much too fast. And I kept asking Spirit, what's going on? Like, should I stop the detox? Am I doing it? What's going on? And I was on my way home from work. At this time, I worked at Geico, and it was like 40 miles from our house because we lived in the country. So I had to drive to Macon, which was a whole nother city. And, I was on my way to work. Usually I took this back road, really country road, town called Twigs, like it's like the sticks. So I was on my way to work, went riding through Twigs. I asked Spirit that question. Never see anybody really pretty much on the road with me when I'm on the way to work or on the way home. So I looked in the rear view and I saw a ambulance behind me. Didn't have on any sirens or anything. I thought this is weird because Twigs doesn't even really have their own stuff. They get, people from Bibb County, which is Macon, coming over. So they didn't even have an ambulance. I'm like, why is there a random ambulance? So I did end up going to the emergency room, and I told y'all my sodium potassium was low back then. So I was like, okay, Spirit gave me that message. So you should be asking Spirit for signs, and whenever you see something, you should be, well aware that that's what it is. Yes, Trisha, thank you so much. Hi, Empress Daisy. Muppet said I made it. Okay, and Trinita says hi. And thank you. Yeah, positive is getting us a list started. Thank you. Another thing, y'all, this is, y'all know how I am, so I'm not gonna keep saying, oh, y'all, this might be weird or whatever. So I asked Spirit one time, coming back from work again one day. I would get the most downloads coming back and forth from work. But I'm riding in my car and I asked Spirit what I need to be doing, because I just could not keep going back and forth to that job. I was working in sales. I hated every phone call I got, even though I was killing the game in sales. I just couldn't deal with it. I was like, if I get another phone call, because I went from being a business owner to working in a call center. And anybody that has worked in a call center know you have to be in your seat at a certain time. You get like a 10-minute break, 15-minute break. Like they want you on that phone like you are chained down to it. I was like, man, this can't be my life. My wife was like, well, why are you even working? Why did you? I was like, well, I want to get out of the house, because we literally live in the country. And so I told Spirit, show me what I'm supposed to do. Well, what am I supposed to do? Because I have been learning all these things spiritually for years, but I just thought that I was, learning these things so that I could manifest. And I was like, first of all, what is it that I need to be doing so that I can start working on it? Literally, I looked in my rearview mirror once again. The rearview mirror was giving me signs, and there was a funeral car. And I talked to my wife a couple of days ago, and I asked her how she would feel about me, working in funerary services, maybe being a death doula or doing anything at a funeral home. She was like, I don't care. I would expect that from you. So I was like, well, pretty much that is me. I work with the dead. I'm infatuated with the afterlife. So that does make sense. But I did ask Spirit, and that was the information that they showed me, just like that. Wasn't even, a long drawn out process. I looked up and I saw it. So as you all are, on your ascension journey, as you all are being activated, things are happening, you're getting messages. I want you also start asking, Spirit, show me a sign. Show me a sign. Is this the right person? Is this the right house? Is this the right job? Is this the right car? Should I take this trip? Should I do this? Should I do that? Ask Spirit for a sign and pay attention to what you notice afterwards. Like, you'll be surprised. You can get messages from birds, from whatever you would think that is just very minimal. Another point before I jump into you all's energy. I had a candle lit right here. I don't know if y'all could see, like a tiny little flame. If you go back and watch the last live I did a couple of days ago, I had a tiny little flame, ever so tiny, because I had the Oshun, which I have an Oshun altar right here, had the Oshun statue in front of the candle. Mind you, the candle is lit for Oya, my mother. And I wouldn't necessarily say that they don't get along, but according to the Patakis and the traditional stories, they have beef based on, a man, okay? Based on Shango, okay? Sometimes, energies will depict Shango as Oshun's counterpart, and some people will say, well, Oshun is maybe Shango's concubine or whatever, but the ultimate lady in Shango's life is Oya, because they're the same energy, thunder and lightning and stuff like that. But so I said, these are the triple goddesses, Yemoya, Oshun, Oya. So, I was like, I have them, together on my same in the shrine. Okay, so my shrine downstairs is a long fireplace that has like a step up. I have everybody, but I have them on opposite ends. Okay, so I figured, they get along downstairs, so it'll be okay if I brought Oshun right here. Let me tell y'all exactly what happened. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what happened. Babe, hand me that bag so I can show them that candle, please.
Comfortable.
You comfortable?
Yes.
You always tell me you my assistant, so.
I didn't know I was fired today. You know,
Oh,
I
okay.
go from fired to fired.
Oh yeah, I do fire her all the time, y'all. Thank you, babe. Can you be on duty tonight? Your little fingers up there. So I'm gonna show y'all. I've never seen a candle do this before. Okay, look at this. 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 My mama didn't like that. She didn't like it.
Yeah, you know when people fighting over their love, that's not.
Yes, because so many people, and this is what has happened. So many people approach me and they automatically, Trisha says hi, babe. Empress Daisy says she loves my beaded necklace. I've been doing it, case. I've had orders coming in left and right. My wife will tell you I've been up all night not playing. I've been up all night beading. And then I do bless my beads when it's all said and done. So I have to put together my traditional herbs and light the candles and take it outside in front of my tree and do everything I need to do. Hey, Blessed. Muppet, not, yeah. Positive says spirit, not even letting her do the list. Oh, wow. I'm telling you. She said she posted it 4 times. I'm telling you what's going on right now is, yeah, you have to sit still and listen. My mama got mad. She did not want, and this is again when I'm telling you all to ask spirit to show you a sign. Mind you, the way that this candle broke in half like that, this candle could have burned down the whole house. And it's so crazy because I had been seeing a house burn, okay? In my mind's eye. Look at this. I'm telling y'all, have y'all ever seen that before? And then where it's dark black right there, that's where the wick literally just started leaning over and it just burned it and it just broke. Like we didn't hear anything, we didn't smell anything, we didn't even know. I just walked in here. My wife was like on the ride home. We went to Target. And we stopped and got that little wheelbarrow. We went to Famous Dave's and got barbecue. And y'all know I don't eat meat, so I just got the sides. And she got her, what did you get? Chicken? Pulled pork. And so we were on our way back home. She said, babe, what's wrong with you? You're real quiet. I said, I don't know. Soon as we walked in the house, I came in this room and I looked at that candle. Spirit told me to just come look. I said, well, damn, where is the candle? Because you can't even see. Because these 2 glass pieces were literally just sitting on the floor. They didn't crack and spread and, shards of glass weren't around or anything. I said, oh my God. And literally, I just cleaned up a few days ago and I spent all this time moving some of my goddesses. I got Mommy Wata. I have my witch. She always right here. I put my evil eye pendant over here. Y'all saw me talking about that the other day. I have a Celtic goddess, triple moon goddess, and I put my unicorn cup over here as my offering for Oya, and then I put my Gaia Mother Earth statue, and again I had Oshun over here, but then some told me put Oshun back on her statue, on her altar, so I did it, and I declare, y'all, I was like, this does not make any sense, period, other than yes, Muppet, it's Ruby Woo. It's Ruby Woo. It doesn't make any sense other than these energies are telling me that they don't get along like that. And, again, the Patakis have told me that. And I was trying to be, all love and light. And I'm like, no, people always ask me if I'm a child of Oshun. So I know I rock a lot of Oshun energy. Even my godmother was telling me I rock a lot of Oshun energy. So they're going to get along. Chabu. Okay. My mama said no, 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 and no. Lissy said, I have a special request of reading for me to be for my homie Mike who needs spiritual advice. Okay, Lissy, Mike is going to have to get a reading, okay? Because I'm not going to be able to channel anything for anybody that's not here. He would need to be getting a spiritual reading if he needs advice, okay? And that's just because I You know, if someone needs spiritual advice, they just simply need a spiritual reading, okay? Even me, if I need spiritual advice, if I'm struggling with something in my life and I'm not able to get clarity on it, I have to go in my purse, pull out my credit card, and pay for a reading and get a reader to assist me, okay? That's just, what he's going to need to do, okay, Lizzie? Monica said, I got cut off this guy and I've seen his car. Either it's new or old, but I see it every day. I don't know if it's spirit or if I'm going crazy. No, those are the signs. Like it's almost like you'll be haunted by something. I've had an ex where I was almost haunted by that particular energy. I would see their name everywhere, all kinds of, things that will constantly bombard my energetic field and disrupt my peace. Like, you know how you move on from a situation, or at least you're attempting to, and then it's like somebody come up with a song, got their name in it. You riding down the street and you see a billboard, there go their name on it. You look over, there's a moving company. Da 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 da, it's moving, sir. You like, God, I'm just not gonna be able to shake you, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely not you going crazy. It's kind of sort of the law of attraction as well. This ceiling fan is getting crimson. It's kind of sort of the law of attraction at play, meaning, just different universal laws. You're focused on that person, and and I'm telling y'all, it works the same way with manifesting as well. If you're wanting something, you will attract it to you. My wife and I are the greatest examples of that. We can tell y'all 20,000 stories, okay, on how that has happened in our lives. So keep working on your whatever spiritually you're trying to achieve. Keep doing it. But I do. Oh wow, that is crazy. It won't even let her post the list. I do want to just kind of tap in to give you guys some insight. You're welcome, Lizzie. Okay. Now, yeah, this is very interesting. Yes, Muppet says, I agree wholeheartedly. Manifestation is real. It's very, 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 very real. Okay. Energetically, we all come from these little tiny little drops of fluid and we sprout like seeds into these physical beings. But our whole essence is so, it's all based on chemistry and science and, physics and spirituality. It's just this big melting pot. Thank you, Trisha, too, of spontaneous combustion. It's like this kundalini energy, like how they talk about the big great explosion and all of these things. Like it's just so much, but at the seat of us, who we really are, we're energy. We're energy beings, we're light beings. So when you think about it that way, it makes sense that energetically you can line up with something, or you can be in total chaotic ruckus with that. If it's not meant for you and you have strong guides and strong spiritual ancestors that you're conjuring up and paying homage to, and you start trying to deal with people that are not for your highest good, baby, can I get some water? Because that Gatorade, it dry me out because I guess all that salt in it.
Anything else?
No, thank you. Babe,
I'm finna go to the living room.
bye. Cause you made me listen. You watched that stupid game earlier, so that's my revenge. Room temperature, please. In a glass, though, please. So as far as Trisha said, she had a hard time posting the list. What's going on? Yeah, I'm telling y'all, it is definitely it's definitely a lot of energy going on right now. And last night, somebody asked me to do a reading, and their energy was just so weird. They wanted me to do a reading, and I did not. They emailed me from my website. Oh, you brought me a glass. Thank you. All righty. I'm drinking out of a goblet, y'all. Anyway, so anyway, y'all. So Yeah, but the thing about it is sometimes I have to turn away, not just sometimes, a lot of times I turn away clients because the work that they want me to do is very weird, or the energy that they want me to look into is very weird. And so that's probably what was going on as well, because things like that protect you. And for those of you who wear elekes or rosaries, or you know, whatever, if you do the 21 divisions, if you're Catholic, even if you're Christian and you wear a cross, if you work with Egyptian energy and you wear an ankh, yes, trust the warning sign. Positive said, yes, you have. Muppet said, I'm fancy, babe, with this glass you done brought me. Whatever. My mama bought us these glasses when we got married, so I get it from my mama. Literally, she
Literally.
see, you ain't got to be that extra about it. But no, so pretty much the energy, it is so real and it's so strong. Sometimes you have to know when to hold them and when to fold them. And if y'all dealing with people and people are in your lives and things just go to hell, for lack of a better terms, when you're dealing with certain people, that spirit sending you a sign too. Okay, that you know that's not a person for you. Solve whatever karmic debt you have with them, wrap up that cycle and keep it pushing. Oh, what I was saying was, if you have like blessed elect beads, these are not well, I did. I made this necklace for my mother or y'all, and it's interesting because I just made this last night, right when everything probably was going down with the candle. I made this for, and you know, because her colors are the rainbow colors. I made this for her last night, for protection. So for me, whenever something, like whenever I get a client that I'm doing work for and it's bad energy, or somebody approaches me and I don't like their energy, and the spirit tells me to turn down the job, I will break my beads. My beads will break. And by them breaking, I'm saying, like, I'll just look down and they're shattered. One time I was like, I was hypnotized. I took my hand to my chest and broke it myself. Okay. So those will take a hit for you first before anything happens to you. Trust me, it is true. Even with that candle, because last night my this is my Rumala bracelet. This is for protection from an early death or untimely death in the Ifa tradition. And this particular bead bracelet was open like this. Okay, it was just sitting open, chilling, and I closed it back up. And when I closed it, I thought about it. And I said, I wonder what's going on energetically. Didn't look into it because I was sleepy. It was very, very, very late. But I just, said my traditional Ifa prayers, and I went to sleep. I woke up like it wasn't 4:44 this time. It was 4:30 something, 4:33 or something like that. And I said, okay, tomorrow I'm going to look into my energy. I'm going to do my traditional Ifa reading to see what, energies around me. And I didn't even do it yet because I was planning on doing it. I like to do it late. And I swear, y'all, we came home from the restaurant and I just walked right in here. And I was like, yeah, it's really it's interesting. Muppet says she get it from her mama. Yeah, Lizzie, I needed to drink some water. So yes, okay, Black Goddess 4, that's a great question. Is it okay? And y'all please give me the thumbs up so the algorithms can detect that my videos are actually being watched, and people are coming back to the channel so that you all can get the notifications as well. That's a great question, Black Goddess 4. It is perfectly okay to wear elekes if you are not initiated in the tradition of Ifa. You will see a lot of people wearing elekes and they are not initiated, okay? I had my first set of elekes prior to my initiation. But, if you do have an Ianifa that you work with directly, it would be a good idea to get your elekes handmade and blessed from that particular person, especially if this is someone you admire, you work with, you look up to, because that energy is, is transferable. So they can, like when I make things for people, because I'm very intentional, I like to personalize their things. and I channel the energy that spirit has for them. So yes, it is perfectly okay to wear them if you are uninitiated, and it's great to get your Ide. If you are, if anybody, I would recommend this for anybody, even especially children, where accidents are prone to happening, different things like that. So yes, okay. And Positive Life said, "Oh wow, yes, I recently made me some necklaces. Yes, there you go. And you all can make your own as well. I mean, they're just seed beads, and these are the zero point 0.8, I think, strings, and then you string the beads on there. But when they are handmade and blessed by someone in the tradition, you get the protection and the power associated with them, because it's like a ritual that is done for them so that they protect you. And I haven't even blessed these yet because I just made them last night. Literally, I made this last night. Okay. Let me show y'all the whole thing. And it's kind of long, so, and I have this little Q link on here, but it's very long, and you don't want to let anybody touch them. And I put copper up top because she loves copper. You don't want anybody to touch your eleques because their energy can get tied up into your protective pieces. And it's almost kind of like an antenna as well, channeling the divine when you have blessed beads and things like that, because the energy is pulled down for that specific orisha or those orishas. But the purpose of them is to allow spirit to see you as someone who is, practicing the tradition, who is interested in working with them and having divine protection from them. It's totally okay. A lot of us have already done this in our past lives. We've been priests, we've been priestess, we've, been tribal women and men, and we have practiced and worked with these energies. A lot of you are like me and have Nigerian blood. So through your blood lineage, you are in fact, able to do this. So do not ever feel like you cannot. And it is recommended when I do some of my readings that the client attains them. So that is one of the things that happens a lot. Trisha, you can go ahead and close it. Okay. Or okay. Thank you. Yes, y'all can close it. Hey, Christy. Yeah, and make sure Christy's on there. And she says, I don't know why my alerts attached. They aren't working. Yeah, a lot of people have been telling me that they are not getting the alerts, the notifications. That's why I encourage you all to always hit the thumbs up to make sure that I'm in the algorithms, because this is a new channel. It's very interesting because I have another channel. I haven't used it in a while, where I will do my handbag reviews and things like that. And they will get the notifications, but that was because I had a lot of views. I would get a lot of comments, a lot of thumbs ups and stuff like that, and a lot of watch time. So I do know that the algorithms are impacted by those kinds of things. So that's why I always ask you all to do that. But yes, Positive for Life said the energy has been weird. Okay. Trisha says, okay, that's the list. Okay, cool. All right. Thank y'all for the likes. And yes, Positive, so let's hit the thumbs up. Monica says hit the like button. Muppet hit it for me. Okay. April B says sometimes if you click it off on the alerts and click it back on, it works great. Okay, so that's a good idea. April B said click off the little notification bell and then click back on it. Okay, so I guess to reset it or whatever. All right. What was I about to do this reading about, y'all? I know I said a couple of things. Talking about the ascension process and spiritually with y'all. Okay. You are definitely welcome, Christy. All right. Thank you, Trisha. Okay. All right. What cards do I want to use? I don't want to use these. Let me clear off some of this space because right now, again, the energy is very interesting. Okay. All right. All right. Let's put some of these away. Definitely get rid of these. All right. So give me 1 second. Let me just get my little stuff together right here. Okay. And then this one as well. All right, let me do a little Florida water too. And also, my daughter went to a party last night for, not a party, like an intimate little, small little clique of friends. And I was, doing prayers and stuff for her while she was out. And so maybe that candle absorbed a lot of that energy as well. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get rid of all this and I'm gonna just keep these right here. Okay. All right, positive said growth reading. We should be able to manifest by now. Trisha says donate. Okay. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. I really do appreciate that a whole lot. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see. Monica. All right. So you're coming up as a star, which is awesome. That is saying that you are focusing on whatever it is that you want, you're going after it. Okay. And I do feel like you're putting more energy behind it. Yes, and the universe is also receiving your offering that you're giving. Okay. Oh, wow. You have the sun card on the bottom of the deck as well. So you do have a lot of positive energy around you. Perfect time for manifestation. High priestess. Yes. So you are working on it. All right. You're doing your work. All right. So I do feel like you are climbing to the top. And then I do see that little house in the background. I know that's what you're focused on manifesting. So I do feel like it is coming to, you have judgment. I think you got this the last time as well. But this is the universe giving you something. And especially with especially with the star card, with the sun card, like they're giving you, see how they're almost like somebody's laying hands on somebody, and then this person right here is like watching to make sure that they're not hurting them, or that they're, that they're healing them, or they're helping them. So I do feel like you are getting, yes, and you're coming up as the Empress, which is a mother figure. So yes, so I do feel like for you right now, you need to focus on yourself. And I think I've said that several different times to you, but focus on yourself and your children, and continue to allow spirit to bring to you what they need. Allow them to work the way that they want. Just kind of be in the receptive energy of, let me just let go and let spirit do what they need to do. Stay in that energy, Monica. Yes, because you have the divine backing you up, okay? Make sure you set boundaries for yourself, okay? Because you're going through a transformation as you're doing your spiritual work, your shadow self. Yes, a lot of your shadow energy. You may be presented with a lot of sides of yourself that you didn't know about. And by me saying you may be presented with that, is meaning that you may meet a lot of different people who pop in and out of your life, and that is simply to show you sides of yourself, like almost like a mirror, kind of reflecting who you are, who you're becoming and different things. So I got an eyelash in my eye. Oh God. That's like the biggest thing for me is something being wrong with my eye. Just throws my whole everything off. Um okay. Yes, I'm doing my offerings. Okay. Yes, the house. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. And you said that's your main focus. Okay. Um, hey Rochelle, how are you? Um, yes, thank you so much. Focus on yourself. Okay, perfect. Yes. Heart for the love because that's what I want. Yeah, and I do feel like just once you focus on yourself and you send a strong message out to the universe. Again, you guys have to remember the universe is a mirror. That's why people who go around doing things to people, they get it back. I've seen a lot of people that I don't want to say were my enemies, but they had this kind of little thing for me or whatever. And then they've had to kind of come back and kind of bow down gracefully because they've had things to happen. And I knew energetically it was because of what they had probably, tried to push my way. And I've seen that time and time again. And I've even done readings for people, and they've kind of like had a lot of stuff going on. And I'm like, wow, this person is really in need of my help. And how do I, come to terms with what they did to me before? But it is the thing that you have to learn to do as a healer, as a practitioner. And I always tell you all that you are healers and practitioners in training. So, it is just a thing that you have to learn to do. So when it comes to that, it may be hard, but remember everything that you are, every word that you're saying, every message that you're sending out to the universe, it reflects back to you. So if you're saying, I don't want love, I don't want this, I'm not open to this and that, I don't want $1 million, I just want this and that, which spirit, this is not me saying that, I'm just giving an example. Yeah, man, I wish I could just get $1,000, instead of going for something bigger, then you may even get less than that because especially the universe, you can look at the universe almost as like how your subconscious mind is, how you can program it. And it does not know the difference between a joke and what you really want. And like I tell you all the time, your subconscious mind, for example, when someone hypnotizes someone and they're on stage and they say bark like a dog and they just go woof, 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 they don't ask any questions because that is their hey, my mom, my man, you roof, roof, roof too. They just do it. They don't ask any questions because once you're hypnotized, your subconscious mind is what's being tapped into. So your conscious mind is not even aware of what's going on. So continue, Monica, to do your affirmations, continue to use your sacred symbols, continue to put those positive words out there because you want to attract the things that you are working on and you want to be a magnet basically to those things. Okay. Letting go. Yes. Release. I definitely feel that that is necessary. And I think a lot of the different past readings have said that. And I feel like now the point that you're at is working on yourself. And that is going to send a message to spirit that says, hey, I'm open, I'm receptive, and I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And Black Goddess Force, this is true. Your tongue is a powerful tool. It really is. And yes, Muppet even says your tongue is powerful. Even in the Bible, it talks about the power of life and death lying in your tongue. And I'm telling y'all, it is amazing. You can actually create so much positive energy by speaking good things over yourself, over your home, over your neighbors, because this is your collective consciousness, your neighbors. Iron sharpens iron. And I learned that when I bought my first house. My neighbors were like I looked up online, like everybody in my area, the medium income was 100,000 a year. So that meant an average of everyone in my area made 6 figures. And I said, this is where I want to be, spirit, because even though at that point I did not make 6 figures, I was surrounding myself by people who did. And later on, 2 years later, here I am a business owner. I still wasn't making six figures, but I was knocking on the door, and that was because I was lined up with a specific type of energy. And again, iron sharpens iron. That's one of my favorite proverbs because it is very true. So continue to speak those good things, okay? Continue to speak those good things, okay? Let's see. And continue to speak and pray over your children. I keep saying this. I think this is the second time I'm mentioning that. So just continue to do that, okay? All right. All right, Black Goddess. Let's see. All right. So for you, Black Goddess, I do feel like your focus is money. And I do feel like right now you should definitely be manifesting money. The world is your oyster, Spirit is saying. You also need to be manifesting. I don't know if you're planning to take a trip or to go out of town. There go you and your boo right there. Okay. There y'all go. But I do see that you have a lot of when you're asleep. And I think just the last live I mentioned, putting a cup of water on your nightstand. But when you're asleep, you're getting a lot of downloads, okay? You're getting a lot of downloads. So definitely continue to protect yourself in your sleep because I feel like you're astral traveling, astral projecting, and different things like that. Yeah, because you have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So yeah, definitely making sure that you protect yourself while you're asleep and just in your day-to-day work as well. Okay. Tea. Again, I keep telling you, I see the tea for you. I don't know if this is some spiritual tea that you're supposed to be selling, some herbs you're supposed to be working with, putting together or making. Remember, I kept saying that. So look at what this card is showing. Okay. Yeah. So it's something with tea. Look at these cups right here too. All right. So it's just all the way up and through your energy. But I also feel like yes, a lot. Okay. I also feel like for you, Black Goddess, you need to definitely make sure that you're protecting yourself and not because you're getting a lot of downloads, you're getting a lot of visitations. I don't know how close, excuse me. I don't know how close your ancestor altar is to your bedroom, but I hope it's not too close because I feel like you're getting a lot of energy that is taking place while you are asleep. And I feel like some of these, okay, you're studying about the different herbs, okay. And I did mention to you to start working with Osane, the Orisha that sits over herbs. Now, and then you did ask me about Elekes. I do feel like that would be a good idea for you to make sure that you get some, at least for protection purposes. And they have people that sell them all over the place. Okay. Good. Your altar is downstairs. Okay, good. Because for whatever reason, I feel like the energy in your bedroom is just I don't want to say high strong, but I just feel like the energy is like kind of, I don't want to say vampiric either, but I feel like it's kind of draining, doing something to you at night. Okay. Yeah, because I'm hearing protection. And I think I said it to you on the last live as well. I can't recall, but I did go back and look at it. I was kind of falling asleep. Hey, June. Okay. Yeah, so you do have a lot of guides that are coming in and out. Yeah, I figured that. Okay. So yes, so let's see what this says because it's in the reverse. Yeah, I don't know if you've been feeling drained. I don't know if this is coming from a energy that may have come from your job or something, but I definitely feel it. Okay. So, yes, I feel drained. Oh, I didn't even read that. You said, yes, I feel drained. Okay. I'm feeling it too. That's why I'm like, okay, let me get out of her energy because she's so drained. Okay. I didn't want to say a vampiric energy, but I do feel that there is something that you are being something that is kind of like pulling at you so much. That's why I always tell you all when you're working with these energies to put out water, to put out food, to do this and to do that, so that they can have what they need. They're not feeding off of you. If that makes sense to y'all, okay? Not to scare anybody, but I mean, it is what it is, okay? I'm trying to pop my back. um, so yeah, like I said, I do Elekes, but you can also get them online. You can, but you do need something, even if it's not an Eleke, you do need something to reflect back to the energies that are around you, and also, what download spirit gave me when I was making these beads, because you literally have to count them as you're putting them on. So I'm sitting there stringing beads, and I said, man, I understand why the Haggard spirit won't come mess with you if you've got a couple mustard seeds or some little, black seeds or whatever sitting on your nightstand. Because hell, to sit there and count each one of those seeds, I said that's probably why they don't mess with you when you're wearing these too, because they got to sit there and count these. And these are the traditional size beads, but they have smaller ones because I made some waist beads the other day, and they're tiny, tiny, tiny. And I was like, if I was them, I would just give up because it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? I would just go on and give up. So, so make sure you're doing these things positive, and I mean not positive. Black Goddess, and I did tell you also to make sure that you are doing your Psalms 91, Psalms 36, or whatever, what have you. Okay. Okay, June said I want to purchase some. I got a bottle lot in the green and red one. I forgot the name. Okay. Huh? The green and red one is probably, is it the green and red one, you wear it right here? Because that is Arumala. All right. Okay. You're welcome, Black Goddess 4. Yep, it is the bracelet. Okay. Yeah, that's Shuri Day. That is your Arumala protection. That protects you from an early death, from accidents and things like that. So that is definitely something I recommend. And like I said, I don't have to make these for you all. You all can get them from anywhere, but just make sure you're rocking something, whether it be a cross, an ankh, an evil eye. You need these things. These things are talisman that the spirit world recognizes. Okay. June said, you feel it pulsating. Yeah, I'm telling you, the energy, if you pull down the correct energy in these items, they are very, very, very powerful and very strong. Okay. They work very well. Let's see. Okay. Positive. Positive. I feel like for you, okay. So your focus is manifesting money and bringing that down. You have a lot of spirit animals around you, and I do feel like you need to make sure your ancestors are fed grapes. Would be really good. Fruits would be really good. Flowers would be really good. And foreign money from different cultures. I do that on my altar too, and I'm being directed to tell you as well. Um, hmm. All right. So I do feel like, yes, your ships are coming in. The things that you've been praying for are coming in. See how this little frog is fishing? But there goes the ship. That's the ship that you drew a portrait of as well. Okay. I feel like your shadow self though, like I don't know. See how those eyes are glowing and things like that? I don't know if there's something within your shadow. Yeah, I do. I feel like you have some shadow energy that you're going to have to sort through and figure out which direction to go in. Uh-huh. Yes, okay, because you're coming up as a page. So this is somebody who's young and who's impressionable and learning things. So you're gonna have to learn how to sort through your shadow energy. You do still have the lovers coming up. This is the third reading in a row the lovers has come up in. Okay. So that's awesome. But look at all those candles that this person has around them. So you're going to have to light a bunch of candles, do a bunch of spiritual work to bring that forward. But yeah, hmm. Yeah, your hands are very powerful for manifesting and definitely for doing the work. Um, yep, okay, good. Because I see a couple of things, but then this one stood out to me the most, the Hierophant. So that paper, this is drawing. Again, the hands stand out and that book. So writing things and creating things, okay? You're gonna have to give back more, I do feel. Again, I feel like your ancestors need some things. See, water, beer, alcohol. I mean, they're thirsty, they need grapes. They're trying to protect you. And like I said, you have a lot of animal energy around you. Look at this. You do. You have gods that are animals. A lot of your gods are animals. I think I mentioned animals to you before as well. Yes, I was giving them grapes and the animals be around me a lot. Okay, manifesting for money. Okay, cool. There you have it. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, so keep doing that. They like the grapes because I'm seeing them in my mind's eye. Um, so yeah, so I feel like that will be very, very helpful. So just make sure that you're giving back because I do feel like they're saying that they're wanting, wanting, wanting. So okay. Why are they saying this if you're giving them this? Yeah, money. See, they want the coins. See, this card says money. I don't know if y'all can see that. Money. See how those coins are on that table? They want some coins. I see it. Like I see different coins from different countries or whatever. Same thing I just said. They want flowers. So they're telling you they want these two things. And even if you're giving something more, it's going to have to be given for whatever reason. And then you have wedding on the bottom of the deck, which I told you, you will be manifesting a higher level love. So, I mean, hey, you can give them what they want and they're going to give you what they want because that's what they're telling you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Kai, let's see. Oh, shoot. I almost took the whole computer down. All right. All right, Kyla. Uh, let's see. Kai. Okay. Oh, my neck just started hurting. So, Kyla, I don't know. Do you need a massage? Because all of a sudden I'm needing a massage. um, let me look at a couple of different decks, Kyla. Kyla, are you worried about your children? Like, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of children in my mind. Kyla said always. I mean, like I could literally just go and lay on the table right now. Like if so much stuff wasn't going on, I literally would be like, let me go lay on the table. I want to use this deck of cards right here. I usually use this in my past life. Okay. I don't know, Kyla. You are taking on the goddess energy. You always see children. Okay. Yes, I do. Because you have such a creative energy around you. All right. I plan to stop at 2. Okay. Okay. So, all right. I do have 2. Let me see. What was on the bottom? Yeah, I have 1 page, which is 1 child right here. And then I have another page right here. So I have 2 children that came up, but I'm trying to see. Okay. So I feel like you need to Okay, I don't know if there's passion or something that you need. Like I said, a massage or something you need to get the juices flowing, to invigorate you, to stimulate your mental. You know what I mean? So that you're able to release. I feel these trapped energies, and I mean, I just feel like so much is trying to come through for you. Um. Mhm. Boundaries. See, those things are kind of like something is blocking. Okay, water. What did I say? Past life. Like I keep, like I said, I wanted to use the cards that I used for my past life, and I wasn't even talking about this deck. I'm talking about another deck, this deck right here. And I'm like, wow, like past life energy just keeps, like I keep getting flooded with that. I'm gonna try to do a past life reading, y'all, if spirit allows me to, and if they don't shut everything down like it did the last time, because I feel like you have some things from your past life that you're going to need to sort through, and then it's going to bring in the good fortune. Okay, you had this card the other day, gratitude. I remember specifically when I went back and looked at the live. Dang, girl, you even got the power card back again with the Hathor horns. So you do need to maybe harness your Egyptian, past life Egyptian energy with Basad and Hathor. Because I think one live I said Hathor, one live I said Basad, another live Basad, and Hathor comes back. So those energies you definitely need to channel, because I do feel like those energies would be perfect for you, as far as so that you can get your manifestations going. Because whenever there's something blocking it, it does cause it to but you have the goddess energy, like it like, yes, like I do. I just feel like I'm hearing sensuality, like you need a massage, maybe some candles lit, just bring in some very goddess feminine type of energy. I feel that my creative juices have gone flat in the past few weeks. I bought a black toy cat for my altar. Okay, perfect. um So that's perfect for your altar. And with the creative juices kind of, being at a blockage or a standstill, make sure that you write down the things that you want to manifest, light a candle, give an offering to spirit or to the black cat. Even you could burn a candle, put your petition right there, and harness that energy. I definitely feel like a lot of this comes from past life. So a lot of this definitely, excuse me, y'all, comes from past lives. Yeah. Remember, I was talking about shadow self. You know what I mean? Or did I say that? If I didn't say it, I did think it. Did we order something or something?
That's part of Amazon.
Oh, okay. Yes. Make sure you're writing things down. Look at this. It says many words. Okay. So you definitely want to write things down. Um, okay. Yeah. So make sure you write things down. Yes. Fifth house. This is your creativity, things that you create. Okay. Fun, romance, making art. I'm telling you, look, everything that I said, the first thing it says, with the trust of a child, fun, romance, creativity, making art, and do it dramatically. Fifth house is about creativity. Okay. You can also do like planning. Do your planning with the fifth house energy. Okay. Uh, okay. She said, I'll be texting you later. Okay, of course. Yes, we definitely want to make sure that any past life obstacles and blockages, we need to sort through those, because I definitely feel like there's this floodgate that's just kind of waiting to open so that you can like grab hold to it. Like, and I'm just excited to witness it as it happens. Like, I love that. That's my thing. Like, to see someone's blessings come to fruition. Okay. So I'm just excited. I'm giving you a lot of energy. and praying, okay? Because I'm a big planner. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, perfect. All right, Trisha, let's see what we have for you. Okay. All right, Trisha. I finally feel like you're going to get your due justice after going through a grieving period and feeling like you see how this person is just kind of holding their hands and they're just like, all these snakes everywhere. The same card that you got in my other deck, I was using the Afro Goddess deck. The grief card where she was dressed in all black, it's the same card, Five of Cups, but it's in the upright now. So that's saying, but the cards that are paired beside it make me feel really good because Justice is saying, okay, whatever happened to cause you to feel that grief, you're going to get your scales balanced, okay? And then it's going to come in quick. So Justice is coming in quick to get you out of that grieving period. Yeah, you have the Tower card, which is a sudden abrupt change, a lot of fire. The great thing about this is that it gets rid of any obstacles that have been blocked. Okay. Then you have two. Look at these two lovebirds. So yes, so I do. Turn around, let me see. Yeah, that's much better. What size are those? Yeah, much better than them little baby shoes you had ordered at first. So look at these two lovebirds. So I do feel like a lot of healing is going to come in. A lot of family things are going to improve. Yes, let's look at a little more. Yes, you have a final judgment. This is you, the Empress. I really wish this deck was a little bit more ethnic, but look, the judgment card is, so I can give them some credit there. So yeah, so you have justice and judgment, which for those of you all who are learning tarot, that could easily be like a court case or some kind of situation like that happening. So let's hope that nothing like that does come up. You definitely need to get more rest, okay? But yeah, you're getting ready to start a new journey. So I'm praying that this new journey is you moving into your own home and getting the things that you want and need done. So you know that's the goal. But you're coming up as a magician as well, so you're manifesting things, which makes me feel really, really good. Um, I would just like to see a little bit less stress and more rest. Okay, a little bit less anxiety. Okay, good. Feeling better. Yes, and I'm so glad that the hi Patty. Oh, excuse me, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm very glad that the stress is decreasing. I just want to see less and less and less of it. Okay, keep doing it. I did text you those offerings to give to Yemunja, so make sure that you do that for her. Okay. Yeah, I need to rest, less anxiety. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, Rena. Um, Rena. I'm seeing a lot of astrological energy, like zodiac signs. Okay, so Rena, I know you're getting ready to celebrate, so that's coming up. So good. So yes, definitely the celebration. I do feel like you have a lot of victory coming in after you've had a lot of people that were kind of like your environment, kind of sneaky people. Make sure you're wearing your evil eye, because look at these eyes. Definitely standing out to me, especially paired beside that sneaky little fox right there. Okay, so yeah, so make sure you're wearing your evil eyes. But I do feel like improvements in your finances are coming in. Excuse me. You're doing shadow work as well. You have all these good outcomes, Wheel of Fortune and stuff like that. So I do see, yes, I will. Okay, perfect. If you're dating someone, be careful, especially if this is an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Be careful of a third party situation. I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Look at this. That's three women. I mean, three people. Sorry, three people. Three people. Well, three of swords. Okay, and then three of pentacles. Whenever I see a lot of threes like that around one individual, then they have too much going on. So just keep that in mind. But for your energy, though, I do feel like everything is balancing itself out. Okay. Yes. So that's the message that I'm getting. All right. Let's see. Okay, Rena, and you did tell me that you have your colloidal silver. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. So let's see. All right, let's see. I don't know why this earth sign keeps coming up, even in another deck. So make sure with you though. Okay, make sure that when you make sure you're doing everything for your immune system. I'm hearing. I keep seeing this pill in my mind, and it's like red on one side, and then it's kind of like an orange color on the other side. I don't know if you have to take anything prescription wise, but I do feel like it's more so about your immune system. So you did say that you're taking the colloidal silver, so that's really good. Okay. So I would definitely recommend, of course, like I said before, vitamins and minerals and things like that while you are taking those. But that's the only thing that I'm feeling with that. Okay. All right. So let's see. All right, Empress. Let's see. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay. Especially during the time that you're traveling, I will say. And hanging out and things like that. But once you come back to normal everyday routine, then you don't. But I mean, it's definitely a great, boost during that time. Okay. All right, Empress. I do feel like you're feeling a little caged. Feeling a little bit caged in. You need to, excuse me, you need to express yourself a lot more. Yeah, express yourself a lot more and do some things that make you happy. I don't know, Empress, if you are deciding to do something. I keep saying somebody cutting their hair. I don't know why I can't shake these scissors I see. Um, you could be cutting someone else out in of your energy field, but I see hair and I see hair being cut. Okay. If that makes any sense to you. Yeah. A lot of big changes around Empress, okay? A lot of big changes. So I'm hearing Spirit say celebrate small victories, okay? All right. All right, Muppet, let's see what we have for you. Hmm. All right, because I'm seeing someone just kind of waiting, Muppet. You're welcome, Rena. I'm seeing someone just kind of waiting, like sitting at a bus stop waiting, um, for for the big one, like the big bus to come and like scoop them up, like come pull up so they can jump in and go where they're trying to go. Um, and the way that I'm seeing you sit there is kind of confirmed with this. This represents leaving a situation behind. I just realized that as she rides away on this boat, there's a snake behind her. Okay. So I do feel like a lot of fertility. That's a really good sign because I do think we kind of talked about this before. You have fertility here and you have fertility here. Those bunnies represent fertility to me. And you have a lot of them. Okay. Wow. And you have the sun, a really necessary component for creating new things. Okay. Okay, so combined with the Hanged Man, this is someone who can be literally pregnant. Okay, so I do feel like these are really good cards. Really good cards. I know we talked about some energy blockages, so I do feel like things are wow, yes. And then you have the World card as well. This is awesome energy, manifesting energy. I think you should start working on some things, okay? And you know what I mean. But now is a good time. Oh my God, yes. Like I just looked at the bottom of the deck. She said, "My name means the sun." I love it. I really, 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 really love it. Oh my God, your ancestor reading that we did, your deceased loved ones reading that we did, was probably the most amazing one that I've ever done. The way your ancestors were speaking to me and the things that I was seeing and things you were confirming. Awesome, 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 awesome. And I still need to, I'm still getting downloads for you for your past life. So that's why you have not received a complete email yet because the downloads keep coming. I've been having dreams about certain clients lately. You were one of them. So I don't know. I had a dream about Pinky Lee the other day. So a lot of people that I try to close out the energy for, then I'll start getting more messages. So I want to give you everything that you are looking for. So I want to make sure that I do that. But look at the bottom of the deck. Why is he stopped in front of the house with those dogs like that? Oh, he's texting. Huh? No, I don't know. I just keep looking outside. I always feel like people just stop in front of our house. Do you not feel like that too when you're sitting right here? Oh, okay. This is the Ace of Wands in this deck. It's not labeled, but this is new fire, a new beginning. This is also symbolic of the male phallus, if you want to look at it that way. But I definitely love this energy paired with the sun, paired with the hangman, paired with the cards with all of those bunnies on there and the energy of fertility that I'm getting, even with the fish. And older people always say, oh, whenever somebody's getting ready to have a baby. I dream about fish. So I just feel like this is a fertility type of yes, you're getting your justice, okay? This is screaming fertility to me. Um yeah, because you have death, which is also transformation. Anytime I get the death card, it means rebirth as well, unless it's paired with some other cards. So let's see. Oh my God. Yes. This is a very strong time for manifesting for you. Okay. And especially with the hermit, this is the same. This is all going along the same line. Okay. Yes, with the moon as well. So, oh my God. Okay, so I can keep pulling. This would be the masculine energy that would contribute, the father energy. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I pulled this one last, the magician manifesting. So it's coming. I do feel it. I'm actually seeing a lot, but I feel like that reading had one specific meaning. Let's see if I can get some cards to kind of back me up here. Yep, I used this deck. All right. Let's get some oracle cards. You're welcome. All right, let's see. All right, I want y'all to see me shuffle because I don't like to feel like I'm just, yes. So this is you. This is like the maze that you've been in trying to figure out which direction to go in. Okay. This is actually the energy of Yemonja with that ocean, that deep water, and becoming more grounded and anchored in this energy is going to bring in what you're talking about, what we've talked about together in your reading. Okay. Same thing, the water, same thing. And that's going towards something, which remember the card where I saw you leaving something behind and kind of like moving forward. Yeah, you have a lot of energy on your side. A lot of planetary alignment. Okay. A card slide. A lot of planetary alignment. Wow. Okay. The fish are back. The fish are back. It's just confirmation. Okay. This is beautiful. I really feel like this is divine, this energy around you. Okay. Yeah, and I want to keep looking. Okay, there it is. I was wondering if it was coming. It was almost right there. This is my card for a new addition to the family. And then this is also the card for like a little session that you have, to bring about this whole manifestation, the little whip and all that stuff. So yeah, so that, and I was laughing because I saw these little on the bottom of the deck, these little tiny little critters. Okay. But yes, I do feel like if you are, ready for that energy, now is the time. For whatever reason, the energy has spoken. Okay. All right. The energy has spoken. Let's see if I can get another deck. My friend just called me and told me she dreamed of me with a fish. I'm telling you, like, I literally feel it. I want to do another one for you. Yes, family room. So go ahead and start preparing yourself, your house, and all of this. It's coming, okay? I feel it. The cards are saying it. Okay, you're already married, so we do have that energy here. Okay, so the mature man, that's your spouse, and then you're on the bottom of the deck, the main female. So let's see. Yeah, so you have courthouse, which will be like justice. The gift coming from the divine. I knew this was going to come up one of these cards. Okay. But yeah, I see everything here. Okay. So the pathway is open. It's so easy for me to see this energy. Um, whatever you've been doing for your sacral chakra energy, I do feel like you're so welcome. I do feel like I can feel your passion for this too. I do feel like whatever you've been doing for your sacral chakra um blockages, it is definitely working because everything is centered on a stable ground now. Um wow. I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of orange, and this is beautiful. This is definitely very beautiful energy. I'm seeing a lot of orange. Your chakras are definitely becoming um, balanced and unblocked. Okay, I can barely even shuffle right now. My hands are like I'm shaking because it's so wow. Okay, yes, 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 yes. You're going to be coming out of heartbreak. Three of Swords in reverse. Um, Five of Swords in reverse. All the blockages are moving back. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Oh, and you have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is so beautiful, Muppet. I'm so excited for you. Definitely sending prayers your way. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. So yes, I want to give you a little extra attention because I definitely feel it strongly. Okay. April, yes, kept up the egg cleansing and make sure to get rest. Yes, most definitely. Like I'm definitely feeling it. It's so amazing. It's so strong, okay? Um April B says, "Wow, I had a dream of you too, and you were holding a baby. Looked like it was a girl, and you kept holding the baby between the crotch, like you was trying to show me something about the baby." Wow, was that you? You mean of me, April, or was this of Muppet? Very, very interesting. Trisha said, "Baby roll." She said, "Girl, yes, of you." Okay, I was like, "Oh my God, don't say that." My wife wants a baby too, y'all. April B said I was shocked. This is so freaking interesting because I had a dream of a baby recently as well, but it wasn't me. It wasn't any of you all. It was one of my friend's daughter, one of my daughter's friends. I'm sorry. Um, and she was pregnant. This was a few nights ago, maybe 2 nights ago. Uh, oh, Patty said I'd be a good mom. Yeah, it would be so awesome to have a baby, y'all. This baby would be the most spoiled thing on planet Earth, though, because um I would just spoil the heck out of my baby. Like all of the things that they have available now, all of the things that I've learned and things that I love to do, like I would really like we've been talking about it, entertaining the idea because our excuse our previous excuse was that we travel too much. So with COVID-19, guess what we've been doing? Sitting at home for a whole year. We haven't done any foreign travel, any local travel, nothing. And that's totally different for us. So I don't know, y'all. I might be coming up on here with a baby. Me and Muppet might be pregnant at the same time, okay? Never know. April said I was like, that's big sister from the live. It's so interesting. I'm telling y'all, you'll give them the world. Yes, I would. I really would. My wife will probably just abandon us because we will be so spoiled, me and the baby, okay? Trisha said, you can have a big baby shower. We can have a big baby shower for you. That would be so fun, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and set the downstairs room up for a retreat. I'm gonna go ahead and claim it after this thing passes over, we're all able to do some things. I'm going to invite you all to a retreat here at the house. There's a private bathroom and bedroom downstairs with a little kitchenette and everything that's just set up and ready. But I need to do some more, work in there so I can usher in that energy so we can all, collaborate and get together. That would be so beautiful because we just moved here. So I was like, oh, I don't know anybody here. But I'll be like, okay, the family coming, and all the people that I knew in Georgia and all my family in Memphis and stuff like that. But that would be awesome. Like I'm telling y'all, we're going to put that in the atmosphere to link up and get together and do some things. And April B said, "Baby coming soon." Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. We literally did. And Positive said, "I visioned that, but I was unsure with the baby." Yeah, I've been having dreams that I have a son in the spirit world. I do have a son in the spirit world, but he's very tall. And actually, okay, really quick, he's very tall. He plays baseball, and he's very skinny. And when I say tall, he's like really tall. And he was signing autographs in one dream. And one dream, I've gone to the baseball game, and I actually saw him play. And he always hugs me, and he's just so tall. And I just look up at him, and I'm always just so proud that I have this very tall son. I'm 5'6". So I'm a little taller than y'all probably think I am, or I probably look. My dad was probably almost 6 feet. My son is like maybe 5'9". My physical living son, he's like 5'9". But my grandparents, who I always talk to y'all about, I told y'all my grandmother was 6'4", and my grandfather, my mom doesn't remember how tall he was, but he was taller than my grandmother. So I come from some tall people, reaching back, you know. So, like my baby sister's probably like 5'10". So my son in the spirit world being super tall in the dreams, it never makes me feel like, oh, are you my son? Because you're so tall. It always makes me feel like I know this is my son. Like he's my son. Like I just feel it. His height connects with me and everything. So, um, you know, my wife has become sold on the idea. So we've been talking about it. So I'm telling y'all, if I pop up on here and I tell y'all that this was going on, y'all will know why. Because Spirit led us to. So Trisha needs a retreat. I feel like everybody does. April B said that's awesome. Yeah, it's cool, Positive. I mean, oh my God, Patty said, I bet she would have twins. What have we been saying? We have been saying, okay, so I'm going to tell y'all, it's real. Because before we moved here and left Georgia, we started getting Infamil in the mail. Like, yeah, random. We would get like a whole box of baby milk. Just last month, somebody sent me a package with all these baby clothes. Babe, you want to grab those clothes so I can show them?
No.
Why?
They believe you.
Okay, I just want to make sure. But anyway, we got some swim trunks, some scuba diving clothes. I'm talking about polos, like really nice baby clothes. They still in there in a box. And even when I went to meet with my Tibetan jeweler, when I bought all the jewelry from him recently, he put it in a big baby shower bag. I was like, what is up with these babies? And Patty hit it on the head because she said I'll probably have twins. So I told y'all the story of me meeting my dad when I was young, when I was 8 years old or 9 years old, however old I was. I was in the third grade. But when I met him, I learned that I had a brother, and we're the exact same age. So they call us Irish twins because we have two different mothers, and we look just 100% identical. Okay. We have two different mothers, but we were in the womb at the same time. I was born in January. He was born April. So, yeah, so that twin energy is all around me. So I definitely have been having dreams of twins as well. So, and I've taken this whole little detour because I was so closely connected with Muppets energy. But yeah, so that would make sense for me being a child of Oya because the Ibeji twins connect with Oya. So yes, I could definitely see it. June said, I think I'm gonna cry when I meet you. I know y'all, I probably will too. I be trying to act all hard on here, but I'm a big crybaby. But it takes a lot for me to cry. Okay, let me put it that way. It takes a whole lot for me to cry. I'm a country girl. I've done some things as far as, like I'll carry a shotgun and I carry my little 9mm and all that stuff. Like I'm not scared to like what you call it, babe? Wrestle a hen. My wife will tell y'all,
Right.
I'll wrestle a hen, won't I, babe? And I mean, I'm a country girl, but when it comes to y'all, I'm very protective of y'all. Like I feel like I'm literally spiritually connected to you all, whether it was like from a past life that we all first met or whatever. But I'm the same way about everybody that is in my life that's close to me. So, April said, maybe that's what it is. He wants to speak with you, your son in the spirit world. Maybe that's why. Yes, I'm telling you, I have a son in the spirit world, and yeah, and it's been a few months, but I've been having the dreams, and it's very real. He looks like my father almost. My dad's side of the family. How would you describe them, babe? My wife kind of said Ethiopian when we first met, but Eritrean. Yeah, she okay. So Ethiopian, Eritrean, they both kind of have that same ish energy. Yes, Sudanese. But I do. I look just like my dad's side of the family. The only difference is I don't have the texture of hair that everyone has. But my son in the spirit world, he does have the same hair. You gonna get the baby clothes? um, he has, very curly hair, but he's so handsome and so tall. So yes, that is awesome, April, that you had that dream. That we're all so closely connected that way. I love it. I love it.
They believe you. You don't have to show.
I do want, please, babe, grab a couple of pieces.
You don't go get. I don't even know where you put
I
that
put them in
stuff.
the dining room.
Lover, I'm not going in there.
Babe, you just
I
came.
didn't
All right, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the clothes. Okay, I'm
No,
gonna show
one
the clothes.
moment, please. Take your break.
Christy put a bunch of hearts. Positive said, recently my sister and I kept dreaming about someone in the family becoming pregnant. After that talk, 3 hours later, we got the news who it was. I was in complete shock. Patty said she could see us see me holding twins. Yeah, April, you tapped in big time. Positive said, I vision a big belly with you, Lynn. Well, dang, right after I lose all my little belly, now I'm gonna get one back. Huh? Ain't that something? Well, I guess my wife will have to buy me a new body. Muppet said, take that baby with you. I know, right? Like we can travel with. June said, I dreamed of twins, and I was telling everyone this was my niece and nephew. I'm telling y'all, these babies are everywhere. Oh my God. Like, seriously, y'all. And it's so funny because when the doctor was telling me about my fibroid, I was like, "Oh, can I still have babies?" He was like, "Yeah, you can." He was like, "It's one small fibroid." Like, y'all know I'm extra, so I was all dramatic.
Now I got video proof.
Shut up. She said she got video proof. I mean, but I do a lot of natural things, and I've been a natural girl since I was in my 20s. So I was shocked that I even had a fibroid, but it made sense that I've developed a small one, but it shrank. I told y'all when I went to the ER, when they did a CAT scan that I recommended, that they did for my pelvic area, whatever, to check my leg and stuff. They showed me how it shrank from the last one. What did I get, an ultrasound or something the first time? But anyway, that's another story. But yeah, so I'm thinking that it is something that we're going to manifest. Okay. I remember you mentioned you and your wife bought a new home and giving a little detour. I'm like, why I get this sense of feeling the baby in the room? Are they getting ready? Saying stuff in my head. Yes, I'm telling you, it's true. Y'all are probably tapping in because of course your guides and your ancestors are going to show you all things about me. And that's a good thing. If you're working with someone, especially someone that's in your energy, doing spiritual work for you, making elekes, making candles and baths and stuff, you want to make sure that person has good energy. And so your guides are probably showing you me so that you all could know who I am. Because if you have a dream about me and I'm doing something crazy, then okay, no, that person's energy is not for me, because I'm like that with my clients too. And Patty says, I have one in the spirit world, a boy. Yeah. And it's real. Like these children are really real in the spirit world. They do things, they come visit us, they protect us, Mother says she's been told that she has one in the spirit world also. April said, "Oh, it's all love." Yeah, I'm telling you, it really is. Hold on, y'all. Let me. You gonna close the curtain? Or you want me to?
I thought you get up and get your
I am. Oh, y'all. Somebody said they was my assistant. Look at
I'm
this.
on break.
You on break? Okay. All right. All right. Oh, whatever. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, if anybody has a child that can fit these, let me know so I can send these to y'all. Cause what are we gonna do with these? Okay, not nothing. Look at this,
Brand new.
brand new. Look at how cute. Oh my god, this is a little cheesy, but I think these are
It's super cute.
our
It's high-end,
pajamas.
too.
Yeah, it is high end, of
No,
course.
baby, that's for
Oh, this is
swimming.
like swimming. My bad. JoJo baby.
Some British company.
Yeah, some British company. Look at this. A little swim shirt. Some people think the dinosaur is cheesy. I like it. And then look at this. Little dinosaur scuba diving little thing. Scuba
Surfing.
diving. Okay, surfing. I said scuba wetsuit. There you go, baby. And it's some more. I just grabbed a few of them. This was another one. See? I was like, why did they send me this? I was like, what in the world? Look at this. And then some little, look at this. You're so cute. Look at this. Y'all, this one of the polos. But they sent us a whole box, sent me a whole box of these. And it was in my maiden name. It came, and I was like, what the hell? Had to, did I have to sign for it? No, I didn't. It was just sitting on the porch, random, with my name on it. Patty says I didn't get to tell him I love him. So that was what I was gonna say before I left. For those of us who do have children in the spirit world, we need to acknowledge them. We need to leave offerings out for them. We need to do things for them. When we go to specific places, take them things, dedicate a tree or flower or bush or something to them. I have a little statue in my garden outside. I don't think you guys can see that part of the house on my live, but put a little statue out for them and do little things like that. Their energy will still be around. Okay. And June said, I saw my son first in spirit before I had him. My deceased boyfriend showed him to me. Wow. And I'm telling y'all, this thing is so interesting. Like, I mean, we all collectively live this magical life because things like that happen to all of us. For me, the moment of conception for my son, I knew I was pregnant and I knew I was going to have him on my birthday. And I did have him on my 19th birthday. And I did end up being pregnant. And I feel like these things are very divine, very spiritual. So I don't discredit the children that are in the spirit world because they're just as, much a part of our lives as our physical children. So make sure you're doing things for them, Patty lighting candles and, giving them offerings and little toys and trinkets. And that makes me think that sometimes when I randomly find these little balls, maybe that's what my son, sometimes wants. But my physical son who's living, he always, whenever he comes to visit us, it never fails. He'll leave a basketball or something behind, and it's always in the backyard. And then, it'll work its way over to my little little garden area. So, just making sure that you cater to them as well. Okay. And then April said those were nice. Yeah, and they just, I mean, I was like, it sucks that we don't
It's a
have,
high-end brand.
it's a high end brand, as my wife said. It sucks that we don't have any family that we can get to. My wife has a lot of family up here in the DMV area, but we haven't visited anybody. Literally since COVID happened, we went to one friend's house to hang out. And then we were like, okay, we've been at home. And I was like, man, if we knew somebody up here, we could just give them to them. Patty said she also hang on to them for her twins. Patty said we need to hang on to them, babe, for the twins. Well, we'll put them. Well, we kept the Enfamil. Maybe we'll keep. You know what, Patty? Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that's a sign from spirit. And Muppet said those are so cute. I'm telling y'all, if y'all have children this size, I will send some of them and do like Patty said. Maybe I'll keep 2 pieces and then send the rest out, because these are like, what sizes are these? I know this one is a 3T.
Yeah, they all like
2 and 3T. Mm-hmm. There you go. Positive said the ancestors will give you hints. And I was just talking about the hints and things that they give us, the signs and stuff like that earlier. On my way home from work, I would get them. I just hadn't been asking about any of those signs for babies, but okay, I'm gonna keep them. Y'all say keep them. Blessed said that's cute, and June says I had my first baby at 19 too. Yeah, that's a very powerful gateway energy as well. That 19, that 19 energy. And my mom had me when she had just turned 13. Did the clothes just scare him?
Yeah.
He went over here by the baby clothes and he sniffed them, and then he started running. He's scared of everything. Okay. All right, y'all. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, this energy is very strong. When it comes to us all manifesting together as a collective, I do want you, those of you who are trying to manifest a baby, we need to do manifestation work together. I have a fertility doll. I have 2 fertility dolls, actually. 2 dolls that I dedicated as my fertility dolls. And maybe I need to pull them on out again. Okay. Okay. Who is Trina? I don't even know who that is. Boss. Okay. Trina? Who is that? Are you still here? Trina? What are you doing? Boss, I wonder how you would boss, may I interview you for a split second while I'm waiting to see who Trina is? How would you feel if we brought home a baby or twins? Oh, he walked off, y'all. He stared at me and he walked off when I said twins. Boss, come here. Okay, how would you feel if we brought home a baby? Okay, so he's leaving again. It's me, Trinita. Okay. I think you've been on the channel before. So no baby for you? As long as the baby slip you a couple of crumbs, you'll be all right. Okay. All right, let's see, Trinita, what we have for you. Okay. Babe, you on the list too, huh? You want to read them, babe?
I just poked my head.
Okay, Trinita. Okay, we'll keep it moving fast here. All right, Trinita. A lot of shadow work for you, definitely coming up. A lot of good luck. So a lot of things that you're sorting through as far as your shadow self. I see a lot of sacral chakra energy for you. And then I also feel a lot of Oshun energy for you as well. Okay. And then I'm also getting a lot of you balancing and juggling, needing to balance. So this is what I'm getting for you. Okay. Because this is a page, but that shadow on the wall is standing out to me. What I'm getting for you is needing to balance dark and light, We all have a dark side and a light side. Okay. Just like remember when we watched those movies back in the 80s, and there will be a little devil sitting on one shoulder and a little angel sitting on another shoulder. Okay. So that is our shadow self and the different other aspects of ourselves that we choose not to acknowledge, and then the side of us that we present to other people. Okay, so I feel like you're looking to find balance. Okay, you need to do a lot of work during the moon cycles. Okay, make sure you're keeping up with the moon cycles and doing moon work, Trinita. And then also, I do feel like Oshun again. And look at this. This is a bumblebee sitting over her head. Definitely Oshun energy. Okay, you have a very cosmic connection for whatever reason to zodiac. I feel like you may have been an astrologist in your past life. That just randomly popped in my mind. Oh, Rena said that's your sister. Okay. My sister, she's okay. Perfect. Got you. Okay. Astrology. Okay. Um yes, boss. Y'all, boss is crazy. Okay. He's really funny for real. Like he can have his own little if I was like a dog, real huge dog person, he would have his own channel. Yeah, because he think he can talk and everything. But I see, yes, see, look at this star. A lot of astrology. So you need to I watch astrology all the time. Yeah, I'm telling you, in your past life, I see you as an astrologist. I see people coming to you, and you could read the planetary alignments and tell them when to plant their seeds, when to harvest their fruit, when it would rain. You would tell people, when someone was going to be born, when someone was going to die, because you kept up with those cycles intuitively. You were connected with those cycles. And I'm seeing cycles as I'm talking. I'm seeing a clock and I'm seeing an hourglass. I'm seeing a whole bunch of time. And you kept up with those cycles. Okay. You did. So I do also see I see you. Remember when I talked about shadow self? And look at how this person is wearing a mask. Okay. And this is the meanings of these cards are different than what the pictures are saying to me. But I do feel like you're going to have to get to the root of some things so that you can address them, some things that you've probably tucked away. But a lot of your past life energy is Rena, is this your? I do that now. Okay, that makes sense. And have I done a reading for you before, Trinita? If because because Rena, I have your sister's name saved as Rena's sister. That's so bad and terrible of me. I'm so sorry. But sometimes I just get so distracted that I don't even do that. Let's pull some yes, pendant. Okay, perfect. I know who you are now. Yes, because I was gonna say I do see I did the reading for you for your guy friend. I was gonna say I see his energy here, so that makes a lot of sense to me. He's showing me himself. I don't know if these are like braids or dreadlocks or something in the image I'm getting, but I remember we did the reading for him where I tapped into his energy. Okay, makes sense. I got you now. All right, so let's pull some cards with some astrology. These cards don't even go here. I don't know. I'll use that deck next. Let's see some astrology energy. So the main thing for you is to listen to. You need to continue to follow with the whole astrology thing. Maybe getting some books and stuff like that. Yeah. So the second house is your resources. So that's talking about money, purification. Okay, coming up. Okay. So definitely meditating and listening to solfeggio frequencies to release blocked energy and negativity, especially with when it comes to dealing with loss. So yeah, so definitely doing that would be helpful because you do need balance and you have balance coming in as well. Okay. Seventh house is balance. Okay. All right. So that's a very good read. I feel like The astrology part of you is kind of stepping back in from the past life. Okay, because you do come up as the goddess, and you do come up as somebody who is seeking knowledge. Okay, so yeah, so keep doing your spiritual work. Listening to the solfeggios is going to be helpful for you, because I feel like you're going through like a activation type of energy as well with the shadow self. So that's a part of the shadow energy, is discovering things about yourself from like a past life energy and things like that, kind of shedding light. That's what the shadow work means. When people say shadow, they're doing shadow work, it means you're shedding light on different aspects of yourself. Like the dark night of the soul, you'll hear people talk about that. That is because like I said, we all have the dark side and the light side. Okay. So just continue to learn about astrology and work on your chakras. Okay. Because I keep seeing energy around your heart space as well. All right. Okay. All right. Lizzie, I don't know if you still wanted a reading, because I know you were talking about someone named Mike. I don't know if you wanted something to know for yourself. Baby, after I asked Boss that question, he just disappeared into thin air, didn't he? He left the room, child.
He don't like noise.
He don't like noise. He's an old man. Okay, Lizzie might not be here. Let's see. Huh?
I'm watching basketball.
Oh. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm so rude. I don't know why I'm yawning. Well, I did get up really, really early today, but I'm not sleepy though. Bless if you not here.
Man, that's Oklahoma ball.
Okay, Shantae doesn't want a reading, so we'll skip down to April.
Oh yeah, that's Oklahoma.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just yawning. Okay. See, April, let's see, Christy. April, I thought you were just here. Okay, maybe April left. Okay, Christy. Oh, okay. April says she's here. Okay, I was gonna say I know you were just talking to us. Okay. All right, let's see what you got going on. Wait a minute. Is this the deck? What deck is this? Okay, that's another deck. Okay, April, let's see. Okay. Okay. So for you, April, you're coming up as the high priestess, but I feel like and that's like, doing your spiritual work and things like that. I feel like your third eye is being activated as well. And see how she has those veins covering up her eyes? I just feel like you're getting a huge activation centered around your third eye. Interestingly enough, I see you in the ancient Atlantean time. I just got this glimpse going back. And I've kind of spoken about ancient Atlantis, ancient Lemur, or Mu, as they call it, a couple of times, maybe. Oh my God. When I closed my eyes, I could see the image of who you used to look like. You have this fairy energy. She said, okay, yes. You have this fairy energy, and you literally had another eye right here. Okay. Wow. When I closed my eyes, I saw, and in the vision, your eyes look really tight, almost like Chinese, um, Asian women, how they have those beautiful little, just like really thin eyes, with barely any eyebrows. Like you can just really see that. What is that? What do I want to say? Shanghai. Like I see this Oriental. I know that's not a term that you know, would depict to use for someone of an Asian culture, but I'm hearing Oriental, like Oriental furniture, Oriental clothing, Asian energy, but Oriental clothing. The little fan. Where's my little fan? We got this one came from Singapore, but which is Asian as well. But like one of these, like I see you with this. Um, okay. Blessed if she's here. April said, "Oh my God, wow. Yes, I see that, and I see you. Your skin looks almost. Do I see? I'm trying to see because I'm getting a variation of colors. I'm getting kind of bluish looking, kind of like how avatars have blue skin, but then I'm almost getting a kind of shade of a green as well. Okay, but I see you with the fan, and I see you. I'm hearing Shanghai, Mulan. That's the energy. If y'all have watched that little kids cartoon Mulan, which I really love, I'm getting the Mulan energy. So that is basically fairy, Asian, ancient Atlantean, ancient Mu, Asian Oriental furnitures and decors and stuff. So if you're looking for little trinkets to put on your ancestor altar or on your altar itself, definitely those little guys, the little trinkets that have the Asian ish energy. Because I'm saying like is it called a samurai sword? Is that a real thing, babe? Samurai?
Samurai sword.
Samurai sword in my mind. So yes, wow, your energy is very powerful, April. This energy that's coming through. And I haven't even like I literally have 3 cards right here. None of that saying is okay. It's talking about you healing from heartbreak, but that's what I instantly got an image of. Okay. Okay, and then we have money here coming in and things like that. Your totem animal could be a wolf, okay? Because yeah, and then we have 2 lovebirds here. So you could look to birds for messages as well. And I feel like you are going to be getting a lot of downloads. Your third eye is definitely opening. And especially when you're telling me about the dream you had about me, I do feel, like I said, a lot of us probably have some ancient ties together. We've done spiritual work together before. We've all, we have one person that may have been an astrologist, one person that may have been a nutritionist, one person that may have been a healer, a midwife, a doula, a farmer, someone that, decorated our huts, but we all have these ancient connections, and we've managed to find our ways back into one another's lives again. And I feel that strongly with you all. But April, she said, yes, I do. I look to birds. I definitely feel like you're being activated. You're getting that third eye activation. Let's get a divine symbol. Okay. I don't know why I said divine symbol. Maybe divinity. Yes. Yep. You're selling right in. Okay. So this is what you did in the past life. You were a healer. Okay. And that eye, remember I said I saw your third eye. This is literally your eye, your third eye. So tap into some Horus energy of Ra, Egyptian energy. Okay. Yes. And talisman. So again, the talisman to me represents the little trinkets that you need to put on your altar. specifically. Yep. That's a talisman as well. All right. And then with the truth card, like I just feel like you maybe were a scribe in a past life. Maybe you did a lot of writing. Okay. Yep. Karmic path. So yeah, so you're going through shifting through energy from your past life. Like that's what you're doing, okay? But with that heartbreak, I do feel you releasing a lot of that and coming out of that energy. So keep doing the work for that. Okay. She said, and my eyes are literally Chinese in this life, and a lot of Chinese people cling to me. Oh wow. Okay. Cause I can see that. Cause like as soon as I close my eyes, I got the vision of you. The third eye is a little bit wider. Like y'all know me, I have big eyes. Like the third eye, it's a little bit wider. Not like as big as my eyes, but it's a little bit wider. But yeah, I do see your eyes natural, the two physicals slit. So
I'm pressing your space. I'm pressing your space for you.
y'all, somebody is always so full of sarcasm, okay? And like just messing with me.
I'm back off break.
No, because I was gonna say a good assistant would have went and got them clothes now. Yes, I do see you healing from the heartbreak, and just keep in mind this release. This is your samurai sword. I know I said it wrong the first time. What did I say? Samurai, same difference. But even if you have to get yourself a small little sword just to symbolize that. But you definitely need to work on the release, okay? And I'm healing from the heartbreak. Okay, good. June says, April, we connect. My eyes are like that. And I have a lot of Chinese friends. Anna Wolf is my spirit animal. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, we all have these ancient ties together. Like I really feel it serious. I'm not just saying this because I don't know how to describe myself because I always say I'm not a people's person, but I really truly am. Put it this way, people gravitate towards me, but I'm the type that will have your number and never ever call you, which is so funny. That's just me. So I take a liking to people's very specific people, but these are, again, past life connections and things like that I do recognize in everybody that's here supporting the channel. And I also see and feel these things about you all strongly. Okay. Yes, y'all should we should have spicy noodle mukbang. You and June, y'all should definitely have y'all spicy noodle. That is so freaking hilarious. Like Shantae said that's hilarious. Like I'm telling y'all right now, definitely me personally, I love, that Asian culture, but I don't have any strong feelings, affiliations, and ties to it specifically. But I always sense and feel that in certain people when they have their energy, because their energy is very ancient, very strong, very powerful energy. Yes, so Patty says love sarcasm keeps things interesting. I mean, right, Patty? Because I knew she was sarcastic when I first met her. So for me to marry her for her to propose to me within just a few months and us to get married, like this. But I love sarcasm as well. I love anybody that is witty. And, because to me, witty and sarcasm means that you get it. I don't have to explain everything to you. Like, what does that mean? So, you just get it. You quick on your toes. It keeps things interesting. Like you said, Patty, it's definitely true. It keeps things interesting. Okay. And June said April, and I was born in April. Oh, that is so freaking funny. Okay, April and June. We got two what they call them, the calendar sisters on Poetic Justice when Tupac and them went to the family reunion. April, May, and June. When Maya Angelou was one of the calendar sisters. Blessed hands, you laughing at them. They something else, ain't they, blessed? Trisha says I got wolf, turtle, elephant, and crystals on my altar. Yes, and the little ones you sent me the picture of were so adorable. They were so stinking cute. Uh, Positive said, right. Yeah, Patty says laughter makes the world go around. Yeah, it does. It does. I just give her a hard time. Don't be over there saying, y'all, let's see how she act when this camera ain't on. Okay. And April B says, I've had a few supervisors that was Oriental Chinese as well. Yes, so true. April 24th. Y'all, that is so freaking hilarious. And the funny thing is my one of my really close friends, her name is April as well. Funny true story, April. When I was young, I had two Cabbage Patch dolls that my great aunt gave me. One's name was Khadijah and the other's name was April. And I kept saying when I had a daughter, her name was going to be April. And my best friend that came into my life when I was pregnant with my daughter, her name ended up being April. We're still like this to this day. She just lives in Texas now. But so the connection with that name is very interesting to me. And y'all know how I feel about my June, even though she wanted me to call her Junebug. My June, so June told me I lived in China in my past life. Wow, that is so cool. Yeah, so y'all need to connect, offline, because I'm feeling y'all's energy definitely. Team Taurus, that is so freaking hilarious. And again, with that, I ended up giving birth to a Capricorn and a Taurus. And my kid's father was a Taurus as well. And my wife is a Virgo. So, everything about this whole group is connected. Oh, Patty says, I don't even know my past life. Okay, Patty, the next time I do the past life live, hopefully you get the notification because I definitely feel like that's going to be what takes things to the next level as far as with everybody doing work for themselves, clearing up that past life debt, karmic debt, and things like that, because you have to know what it is first, okay? Blessed is back, so let me go ahead and get her. Okay. Blessed. All right, blessed. Team Taurus. Yes. Okay, blessed. I definitely see you working hard. I also see you leaving a lot of emotional baggage behind, which is really good. You coming up as the Queen of Swords, cutting things out. Okay. Look at this. This is the Eight of Cups. That's the person that's leaving those things behind as well. And yeah, see, you're just working really, really hard. You're making things happen. You're working really, really, really hard. You're also coming up as the Queen of Cups. And I do feel like you're trying to climb to the top, just get things done. But look at how Spirit is shining down on you. I feel like now is a good time for you to advertise for your business. I don't know why, but I'm hearing stage props. Maybe there's some little props you need to get for your business. And make sure that you are taking pictures of your work. You need to advertise and put your things out there. Yeah, because you're in hermit mode. And you may be even getting people, you may be turning down things, but I do feel like you need to, you got to get more. Yeah, because, okay, you do have Temperance, the Sun, and the, okay, so that's what's going on. Okay, so you need to get more notoriety, I'm hearing Spirit say. Like, you need to be out there a little bit more. Let's look at some more cards. Yeah, because your Justice is trying to come in for you. The scales are trying to get balanced for you, and that's some Egyptian looking energy right there. But I do feel like you're not putting yourself in the right places right now. You need some more highlights from public Patty says she's married to a Taurus as well. Trying to get away from that job. Yes, 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 yes. I love Capricorns. I get along with them really good. Yeah, June. Capricorns, I get along with Capricorns too. A lot of people don't get along with their zodiac sign, but I really do get along with other Capricorns. I'm trying to get the insurance for the company. Yes, and I see that you need some props. Okay. Yeah, okay. So you're coming up with Pisces energy around you. This is your dreams. Pisces are very dreamy. I always have dreams about Pisces. Remember, I told y'all I had dreams about some Pisces. I think it was maybe 3 or 4 lives back. But I see these fish in this card, like they're letting me know that you're trying to figure out which direction to go in. And with that Pisces energy, you do have a lot of things that you're dreaming about, that you're trying to manifest and working on. And I do feel like so you have the Pisces energy, which is dreaming about things and trying to figure out what you want to manifest and what you want to bring to fruition. And then you need to be more rooted in the like the Taurus, like how we're talking about right now, like the Taurian energy, or like Capricorn or Virgo, which is more earth energy, rooted down. Okay, so you're going to have to and that's the practical side of things as well. So you're going to have to handle all the practical business, the back office things. Like you're going to have to show people what you're working with, maybe investing in, I don't know why I see these little columns, like to decorate or something, to set up props or something. But I'm seeing some columns, okay? Yeah, so I know you probably might have a little bit of anxiety, but just do things in increments, one at a time. Because I know you said you want to get away from your job, but while you do have this 9 to 5, just invest, in increments in your business. Also, yeah, you need to bring in the Capricorn and Taurus energy. I'm confused with a lot. Yeah, with the practicality, like the back office side of things. So taking it one step at a time. And also, I don't know why. You know how people do like a Mardi Gras looking party or something? I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. Like I'm saying, like I said, I see these columns, but I'm starting to see like Mardi Gras beads and masquerade balls kind of energy. So I don't know if you're going to be renting spaces or if you're going to be going to people's locations or what, but stage props are going to be imperative. Investing in some high in looking decorations, maybe looking on like Pinterest and Etsy. I think I mentioned Etsy to you before in a reading, but I do feel like you're going to need to bring in some fires where people are like, oh man, I want her to decorate my things. I want her to set up a banquet hall or something like that for them. Okay. Because, your energy is taking me to Louisiana, maybe like an old Renaissance period, or like a, what do you call those? What was Kenya's wedding thing, babe? Roaring 20s.
Like
Harlem Nights. Yes, the Harlem Renaissance. But instead of being in Harlem, 1920s, I'm seeing you in like Louisiana 1920s, which, oh my God, I would have loved to have been alive in Louisiana in the 20s, like on The Princess and the Frog, where Princess Tiana was trying to open up her restaurant, like that particular type of energy, y'all. Eating me some beignets. Oh my God, just come get me. Because I can eat a whole tray of beignets in my mind. But I probably wouldn't be able to eat more than one. But in my mind, you just pile them up in front of me. But like a 1920s kind of party, I see Mardi Gras energy, something fun and different. You're going to have to bring some different swag to where you are because you live in a smaller town. So you're going to have to bring the big city to them, Spirit is saying. That makes any sense. I just did a bridal shower, but funny, I'm starting a cleaning business, but people have been asking me to decorate. I can see it. Like I see the decor in my mind. And I see, like the themes, the different themes and the different styles in my mind. Oh, June says Zulu ball. That sounds amazing. When we picked my daughter up from the embassy this morning, we saw a lot of people dressed with this African attire on. They were going to a wedding. It was so gorgeous. It was just so gorgeous. Oh wow, yes, that would be cute. Yeah, bring in the bigger city to a smaller town. You know, think about people when I lived there, because she lives where I used to live, you guys. When I lived there and I would go to work at Geico, there were people that said, "Oh, what's Atlanta like? I've never been to Atlanta before." And I'm thinking to myself, Atlanta is not even 2 whole hours and y'all haven't been yet? Like, what in the world is going on here, people? So bringing, you know, the big city to people who may be afraid to travel. My great grandmother was afraid to fly and things like that. So some people just have these fears of, being anywhere outside of home. And that's fine because, some people have to stay home so home can exist for some of us to travel and go back to visit. But bringing the big city to them, that would be beautiful. Hmm. June, I'm going to have to look up this Zulu ball. I'm telling y'all, if things weren't going on in the world that they are right now, I would have been to Louisiana maybe 4 times this year. That's one of my very favorite places to visit. Okay. All right. Bless, if hopefully that helps you. And so we'll look at Christy next, and then we'll do you, Joan. Okay. All right, Christy. And sorry you had to wait so late, but I know you popped in on the tail end of it, so you probably didn't have to sit through me doing as much talking. Okay. See, there you go. You ask your fabric lady to make some African chair covers, and that sounds so amazing. Like, I'm just saying, like, do something very different and very creative. Bring something different. That's the key, is to bring something different. Okay. All right, Christy. All right. Things are definitely coming into balance with the family. 10 of Pentacles is family, and I talked to you all about that before. Things are becoming balanced. Karma being restored. Okay. Yes. You have a lot of stars around. A lot of love. So now is time to celebrate. Continue to do all your spiritual work and manifestations. This is the younger energy in the family, which we already know who that is. But continue to do the shadow work towards this person, okay? And by shadow work, I'm saying to send healing to those shadow energies that person is going, the shadow side that person is dealing with right now. Okay. A lot of transformation. You have a lot of strength. So the divine is helping you to be stronger, to make things manifest and do what they need to do. Okay. Yeah. And his energy always comes up as the fire sign energy here. And yes, you have a lot of new beginnings. You're working hard. You're doing all your esoteric work. Okay. You're being divinely guided by spirit as well. Trying to see. Yep, justice being restored. So you're taking the lead. And by doing that, you do have justice being restored. I don't know. You have a couple of different spirit animals standing out to me. I may need to do one of those next for you all, because I know we did some before, but let's see what's next. But I think you have the wolf. As soon as I said that, the wolf came up. Yeah, this is a Native American energy as well. You're welcome, blessed. This is a Native American energy as well. Yeah, because you have a lot of ancestors that were shaman and that knew things secret things as well. I'm hearing the white buffalo calf woman. That's the energy that my wife was reading about in this book that I have. So look that energy up, Native American white buffalo calf woman. Christy. Yes. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, a lot of major arcana. A lot of major major help coming in from divine. So that's always good, okay? All right. And Christy, you might not even still be in here, but I still want to make sure we got you in. This Zulu ball, I'm gonna have to Google this, June. All right, June, let's see what we got for you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google this. Sounds amazing, like more than amazing. A Zulu ball. Have you ever heard of that before? Me either. Don't it sound amazing, April? Okay, good, June. A lot of things are coming in balance for you. Okay. You have a lot of you need to do a lot of energy for the moon cycles as well. Make sure you're doing the waning moon, you're doing release for the waxing moon, you're doing manifestation work, gratitude as well. All right. You may need to get yourself a little staff like the one I have it's in the Reiki room right now. Get yourself a little staff or make yourself a little staff. You can get a branch. You have a very magical home, like a branch up from around your home somewhere. And you can tie some little, like mine just has like suede, a piece of suede wrapped around it with a crystal on top. You can decorate it and things like that. But you need a little staff, a priestess staff, because spirit needs to recognize you as the high priestess, because that's who you have been in so many lifetimes, and then you have so many energies around you like that with your grandmother as well. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely past life energy. And see how this is all connecting, like you have all these guides with a hand on your healing and just pouring into you. This card is like really, really, really beautiful. It's saying a lot. Sewing. I'm getting sewing out of this as well. Something with fabric, and we were just talking about the fabric for blessed. No, Chrissy, that was you. Yep. Okay. Yep, it was you. So something with fabric as well. So I know you do, your entrepreneurship includes makeup and some other things that you sell, but I'm seeing a lot of fashion around you as well. But I mean, this card makes me feel like you have your hands in a lot of fires. People say that, I have my hands in a lot of pots. You have a lot of different things going on around you. Like you have the ability to be successful in multiple, going down multiple avenues. Interesting. I thought this card had 3 people on it when I said something before, but look, y'all, there are 5 people. There's somebody right there, and there's somebody right there. So you have a lot of different 6 people. Yep. And just like that, more people mysteriously appeared on the card. But you have the opportunity to have multiple streams of income. You have the opportunity to have multiple revenues and avenues. Like you're just going to go down all these different roads, and things are going to be, she said, yes, it's beautiful. Things are going to be a blessing for you. So pretty much anything you touch turns to gold. You do have the Midas touch. You do have to believe in yourself and have more faith. Yeah. And it's meant for you to do this by yourself, because see, the 3 of Pentacles, ironically, is normally 3 people working together. But I feel like because people have kind of wronged you in the past, that you feel kind of, like you're afraid to like bring other people in. But you might be feeling like you need a business partner, or you need someone to help you. Your boyfriend that is in the spirit world, or your kid's dad that's in the spirit world, is trying to give you some guidance. He's trying to give you some messages. And I know that's really random, but his energy just popped in really quickly. Okay. So if you think that you, yes, I feel like somebody was pressing on my stomach yesterday. Okay. Um, I'm hearing him say, you can do it, baby girl. You're going to be doing things with jewelry and fashion. Like, I have my granny fabric. Okay. I figured that's whose fabric this was that I was seeing. Um, hmm. I just see, I had a boutique. Okay. I just see success for you. Don't let the past make you afraid to go for it because those things were meant to happen. Yes. Kind of heartbroken from the past. Okay. Okay. Whatever tree around your house, and I just said it, whatever tree around your house, you need to get like a branch or whatever from it and make yourself a staff. Okay. Yep. See, even this Queen of Wands right here, how she has that little branch in her hand. Yeah. I strongly feel that because I know things have been moving kind of slow in certain aspects. You feel like, okay, it should be faster. So it's kind of made you go within and kind of be withdrawn and maybe say, like, what was the point and all that? The point was for you to learn how to be self sufficient and to turn to your spirituality like you are right now. That is the point. So once you get out of this, grief, because you have had a lot of snakes, just like in this card. Um, you know what I'm saying? In the game or whatever. But look at this. You're going to come out on top. Like I'm telling you, it is literally written in the stars for you. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that's your affirmations. Okay. And and with your boyfriend, yes, you're getting so many messages. Look at that. You're getting messages left and right. So just make sure that you write things down. Yes. Wow. Oh, wow. Even him, he's coming up as a messenger. Look at this man. Like, I didn't even pay attention to this card before when I pulled it out for someone else. But this person is half man, half bird. Like, if that's not a messenger, then I don't know who he is, you know? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, man, I can't even imagine. You're going to have to channel his energy. Um, channel his energy so that he can give you some messages. Yeah, because he has so much to say. hmm Yes, and I'm getting more Oshun energy for you. Maybe doing something where you advertise and you're kind of like dressed as Oshun a little bit, maybe. You know what I mean? She's still 5 3. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because even this card, look, the staff, and it's so interesting because none of my other decks have, people carrying something in all of them. Even at this little top right here, this person is carrying a little branch. See that? So I do feel it strongly. Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck was the High Priestess. I hadn't even looked. Okay, and the Hierophant. Yeah. You're definitely writing your affirmations, like you said. And spirit is gifting you all this money. You always get the Ace of Pentacles or coins. Okay. This is time of the night right here where the ceiling fan starts making my sinuses do the most. Okay. But yeah, the world is definitely your oyster. If I can get the words out of my mouth, y'all know I be getting tongue twisted too. The world is definitely your oyster. Um, I remember when we were doing the Zoom, that mantle behind you that had all of that light beaming down and all those things. I just felt like I saw a shooting star, but it was like weird because I felt like it was inside of the house. But yeah, you have a lot of spiritual energy. You have a lot of spiritual energy around you in that house, which we already know. But you're so protected. Um, yeah, everybody did you wrong, but just keep working. I'm telling you, you have so many blessings coming in. You just have to keep working on it. And yeah, keep being strong. That's the message that they're saying. Be strong. But see how she has that patch over one eye? Like keep being guarded as far as looking to see what other people are doing. Guard your heart. Um Man, but you're going to look at that. She has all of that zodiac energy as well with the moon and the sun. And look at those little cities sitting on her shoulders. I'm telling you, you're going to have a global impact. And the fact that she's wearing an eye patch could not be more symbolic of the eye, the makeup. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, just keep doing it. Um, Keep working on it. And that dragon, you and you and April got the Asian energy, and their cultures. They talk a lot about dragons, a whole lot about dragons. Okay. Woo, that was a powerful reading. I feel like you have a lot of energy coming through as usual. Um, Justice, that's the main thing. So just continue to work at it, June. And I don't want to always sound like a broken record when I'm telling you all this, but you really do have to work hard to carve out those, things that you want and need. You are going to see the fruits of your labor. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel like, you have him to call upon. Um, I just felt somebody touching my leg, and you just said how you felt someone pressing on your stomach. Yes, he's kind of tugging at you. He's telling you he's trying to send you messages through music and songs and things like that. Um, uh, like I'm feeling emotional myself. I definitely feel his energy. I feel your energy. Does someone have gold teeth? Okay, because I'm seeing gold teeth. Yes, okay. Okay, so I pulled some romance angels separation, and he's letting me know that you all are just separated from each other based on the dimensions, being in different dimensions. But he is hovering over you. Look at this in the bed while you sleep. Dream world. He's trying to give you messages, romantic feelings, like there is still love there. Is this two cards? Yeah, two cards are stuck together. Okay, yeah, like you have a lot of spiritual energy in your home. Like a lot of people, okay, a lot of people that you love the most, or with all your heart, are on the other side. I can relate to that. It's a very real thing to have those people over there. But I'm telling you that they're trying to connect with you and trying to reach out to you. Okay. Um, hmm. He's showing me a picture of you two together when you guys look really young though together. I feel like you all had past life energy as well. You're so welcome. Like I feel like you two had past life energy, and I almost hear the word unfinished business. So he's possibly going to come back into your life energetically as someone else. Yeah, because I have a lot of fiery energy. Yes, him trying to burst through. Um, but definitely when you're feeling like you're not able to make some decisions when it comes to, yep, resurrection. Look at this. Look at that word up there at the top. when it comes to you trying to make decisions about things or you're needing some help from the other side, as people say, you can call upon his energy. Um, you have somebody on the other side named Marcus or Mark as well. Like I keep hearing somebody say, I'm Marcus, I'm Marcus, I'm Mark, or Marcus. I can't really, they're talking really fast. But you have a lot of different energies on the other side that are like working for you. This is nothing new to me though, because you always do. Yes, your destinies, 10th house. So you have a lot of success around you. You just always do. It's your destiny. It is in the cards. It is written in the cards for you. Okay. All right. Becoming a person of stars and status, power and status. Like it's just written in the cards. Okay. Um, yes, everyone I truly love is deceased. Yeah. I get that feeling. Man, I'm telling y'all, it is rough. Listening to music whenever you get ready to sit down and connect with your loved ones on the other side, you all can do this. Just turn the radio on and see what songs come on. Um, just ask them to show you a sign. Turn on the TV and see what commercials come on, what movies playing. Um, yes, yes, Spirit is definitely trying to gift you. Um, and I'm telling you, June, it never fails. Spirit is trying to give you all of those things. And look at that table. I'm just noticing that little angel statue sitting up there for the first time. But you also have the first card that came up was the house. And this is like my third time saying your house is coming up, your house is coming up. But I feel like you're getting messages from Spirit regarding your home. That's all. Just the fact that you have a bunch of energies around. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, okay. This is on the bottom of the deck. This makes sense. Like the widower energy. So, like I said, we were supposed to connect. I missed this call talking to my dad, and I never heard from him again. He got killed. Yeah, that's what he was showing me unfinished business. So, um, I don't know if there's like a convenience store near where he was killed that he's showing me. And then he's showing me a street, like a street that you can turn down. It looks like it's a very narrow street where like a narrow street where you can barely fit, like an 18-wheeler or a big truck would have a hard time fitting down this street. Like it's a very skinny street. I don't know why I'm saying it this way, like a skinny street. But he's showing me a convenience store, June, and a street that looks, ouch, very, very like narrow, very tight. Okay. Um, huh. Okay. June, what I don't want you to do is feel like if you would have answered the phone, this would have changed things because it would not have. Okay.
What?
Okay. All right. So that's definitely the message that he's giving me to tell you. Um, okay. So I didn't mean for the end of the reading to get so heavy, but okay, you said high school. Okay. Um, my uncle was killed by a store. Yeah, man. He's taking me down the street and he's showing me all these things. Like, what was that?
Your boss playing.
Oh,
He's looking at me funny.
I know, right, Tavi? Hugs. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Ford Street. I don't know. Let me, I wish I could Google Ford Street. Because there's a house with like a fence, like a, not like a picket fence, like a little route. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about, like a fence. Boss, you so spoiled. Oh my God. You just gonna make my feet rub your head. Okay. Um, and the reason that I'm Googling, I want to connect with this energy. Shut up. Talking about some waist beads. Boss and waist beads do not get along. Okay. As for the convenience store, that okay, you feel that? Okay. For the convenience store and the uncle, that particular energy, it's like he's taking me down on this tour of the area, and he's showing me these different like places where things have happened. So when I tell you that your house is really like a portal, it really truly is. Bless you, baby. Because you have all these energetic people that, you know, although they've passed on to the other side, in the afterlife, they're still sending you messages, still trying to connect with you. Um, okay. Yeah. Because it's your see that you always connect with zodiac and astrology and stuff. It's your duty as that person, and this card has a number 8 on here, which is infinity. Is your like you're the person in the family who's meant to come into this spiritual awareness and to do these things. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So calling up on them and talking to them is going to give you, it's going to help you through the grief process. Yeah. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, because I feel like that's going to bring you healing. That's worked for a lot of us, not just me, but I've recommended that to a lot of people, and it does help you connect with them. You know, nothing can make you completely, heal from that experience, but you can at least still be in touch with them and communication with them. Okay. And hopefully this is helpful, June, because I mean it's so strong. The energy is so strong. Hey, sweetie pumpkin. Uh, it's a narrow street by where he lived. Okay, yeah, I feel this street because like it's like so like tight to walk down. The thing about it, he is so concerned about others. He's concerned. I don't know if some children saw him laying outside or if some children knew he got killed. Like he's concerned about some children being impacted and traumatized by this. Okay, whatever happened. But yeah, because he's showing me a car and he's showing me some children. But I do feel like he's very protective of you. So this is definitely some energy that you can call on to and connect to. Okay. Okay. Yeah, June. The next time I do the deceased loved ones, I'll make sure to see what other messages he has for you. Um, I don't know. Is this his first time coming through? I can't remember. But I definitely hope this is helpful because he's trying to shed some light. Yes, I had his picture everywhere, and every guy dated was like, "Why you have this dude picture?" And I would tell them, "You can go." Yeah, but I do feel like he's kind of saying to you that he wants you to take care of your business. You know, that's what he's saying. Take care of your business. You know, do what you got to do or whatever. Um, yeah. Okay. So you're going to need to do some journaling too. That's going to help you. Like I'm hearing him saying Maine. It's so funny because I only hear that from people that live in Memphis. But I'm hearing him saying Maine. Like take care of your business, Maine. You know, like uh, his daughter. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yes, he's still trying to contact you because you guys could confide in one another and stuff like that. And like you said, high school, because I did see you two very young looking together. So just make sure, June, that you put something out on the altar for him, okay? Okay. Ford Street. Hmm. Okay, he was his mother's only child, and the Marcus is his dad. Okay, because I kept hearing him saying Marcus, Marcus, Marcus. Okay, sorry y'all, I didn't mean to go off on this like thing where I'm like stimulating so many emotions in June. But June and I connect on a different level, and I am aware that this is one of the things that Spirit wants her to work on is this relationship with him. He came through on my first reading. Okay, okay. I couldn't remember. Okay, okay. He was his mother's only child, and Marcus is his dad. Okay. Um. Ouch! Shit! I just pinched myself, and it hurt. What is wrong with me? Oh my God! Sometimes when I get this channeling energies, things start happening. Okay. I just pinched my leg really hard. Like that hurt. Okay. Yeah. June. We're gonna have to do a reading for him because his message is very strong and powerful. He's trying to get the messages across to you. Okay, thank you. Y'all said y'all understand April. Okay, Christy. Okay, Patty. Yes, I'm telling y'all like this just came out of nowhere. Um, Joan said that's him. Yes, I know, right? Sending love and light to you, Joan. Christy, sending you love and light. Um, Like I swear, I just pinched myself so extremely hard. Oh my God. And then I'm like, I'm about to like squeeze my nose hard. Like, what is up with this energy? Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if he likes Andre 3000 because he's playing all this music. So, June, you're going to definitely have to start listening to some music. And sorry, y'all. Definitely listening to some music and connecting with him. The next live I do, I want to see, what are your deceased loved ones doing in the afterlife? Y'all know I'm obsessed with the afterlife and the spirit realm. Um, let me show y'all literally what's in my purse. Okay, wait a minute, not the air cases. This, okay, this is literally what I read in my downtime. Okay. I'm telling y'all, I need that funeral home job. Okay. My wife just bought me this. This is a rare book. Edgar Casey on ESP. I haven't read it yet. It just came in the mail today. But I'm literally obsessed with the afterlife. So y'all know I can go off on a tangent with what the ancestors are doing. And by ancestors, I mean those family members and loved ones that have passed over. Not necessarily have to be somebody from ancient Egypt or something like that. Oh, okay, Lissy. Trisha says, yes, I am too, Lin Lan. Like I promise y'all, it makes sense because Oya is my spirit mother. But even before I knew that that was my crown Orisha, I swear to y'all, like, yeah, living people are cool, but dead people are like super I'm like they're super fascinating to me. I just like they're super fascinating to me. Okay. Christy laughing at me. I'm telling you, like I literally, I'm just, I'm just infatuated with not necessarily with death, but like with the afterlife. Like how I remember in college seeing my first mommy exhibit when I went to an exhibition and on campus. My college, University of Memphis, had some excavated mummies, and my anthropology professor allowed me to go and see them. They had just been dug up. They had all these ancient relics and tools, these little combs, and the ancient Egyptians. I believe the ancient Egyptians had gold teeth, y'all. Like I believe they had gold teeth, but they had all these little things, and I could walk around this glass casket like dome that was over the mummy, and I could see all of his little things that he owned and that he was buried with, and I was just in awe. And my anthropology professor allowed me to have a pass to go, and I literally would go every day. I would leave class, go visit the mommy, leave class, go visit the mommy, leave class, go visit the mommy. Like it was like clockwork. I was like every day looking. And even since we've moved here, I've gone and I've looked at a lot of museums and stuff. And I go to the ancient section. I want to see how did they bury their dead? What did they do in these other cultures, And so thank you, Lissy. And so it was just like, wow. Dang, June said he would beat up everybody. I'm telling you, I figured this dude did because I was like, man, I just pinched the heck out of my own leg. Then I was about to break my nose. I'm like, let me not touch myself while I'm channeling his energy because he gonna mess me up over here. Lissy said she's a Scorpio moon. That resonates. Okay. Yes, and June said I listen to music all the time. Oh, okay. Lissy said 8th house. Trisha said, what are they doing after they die? I always want to know. It's a period. Oh my God, it's gonna take a whole video because it's a process, just like being born is a process. Like if you look at somebody that's pregnant, when they first get pregnant, the baby is this tiny. And then as they go through the gestation period, the embryo, fetus, like you change the name as the baby develops a certain way, and they look different and they start doing different things and kicking and doing this and well, the death process is similar, equally similar. And so they go through Bardo periods and all these different things. But just all the nerd stuff. But after all of that, they go through enlightenment. They kind of go through like a school cleansing period, all these things, where they go through all of these different stages, basically. Okay. But they do still do stuff. Okay. And the ancient Egyptians, I feel, nailed it. because they buried their dead with things, um, to take with them on the other side. Okay. Okay. April B said her too. Did he say what song to play? It's Andre 3000. I don't know. Like I'm hearing a couple of different songs, and it's actually been playing since I mentioned a few minutes ago. The one with the Players Ball. What song is that, baby? Andre 3000. Then maybe the Players Ball song. I would have to Google it. But then Prototype is also coming to my mind as well. Andre 3000. Okay. But you can pour some liquor out for him too, June. Okay. Yes, I love that mommy, April. Like I'm telling y'all, if I could have took that mommy home with me, I would have. And I probably wouldn't have been asleep. Wouldn't have been scared. I probably would have just went to sleep. Didn't know him. So my dad's ashes are in the house with us. And literally when I first brought them home from the funeral home, I was just asleep with my dad. Like I would go I had a beauty room at the old house with all my little makeup and stuff. And I would just go in there and fall asleep and lay in there with my dad's ashes and just go to sleep. You know? Transformation rebirth. Okay. June says I have one goal and he has two goals. Okay. Trisha said, do you think it's hell? So there are different stages, and people do get caught up in hell-ish type of energies. And that is because that's something that they were taught to believe in. So what you believe has a lot to do with your experience in the afterlife. Okay. What you believe has a lot to do with your experience in this world as well. If you believe that you are only going to, go to college and get a job and work for someone else, then that's what you do. But the moment you change your philosophy and your belief system, you say, hey, I'm going to start my own business and I'm going to be the boss, then that shifts as well. So the afterworld works similarly, it's all a lot based on belief systems. Okay, Lizzie said Outcast Players Ball. I think that is it because I'm hearing that. Okay. As well. Because I'm hearing Afro and so I'm hearing that one. Yes, it is the Players Ball one. And then the Prototype. Okay. So yes. So that's the one that I'm hearing. So yeah, so with him though, June, you can pour some liquor out for him. Because I definitely feel that you guys have this huge twin flame energy. Like, yes, 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 yes. So pour some liquor out for him. I don't know if he likes to go to like Mardi Gras parties or something like that, but just make sure that you hook him up. I don't know if he drank beer, but you can definitely pour some beer out for him. His energy to me kind of feels like Ice Cube for some reason. I just instantly got a like feeling of like Ice Cube, like on Boys in the Hood or something. Okay. So yeah, so do those things. April said, girl, I know you had a good old time. I could see you running back and forth to go see the mommies. I'm sure it was exciting for you. It really was. It really truly was. It gave me the opportunity, I feel, to connect with a culture that is so fascinating. People still don't know how did they build the pyramids. People still don't know how they figured out how to use the ancient technologies that they use, and whenever I channel ancient Egyptian energy, I see them using a lot of lasers and a lot of sound frequencies to move things. And that's why I always tell you all to listen to your solfeggios and stuff like that. But I'm very strongly connected to Egyptian energy. So to actually see a mummy, like that was like, oh my God. Like I remember first seeing, Cleopatra on TV, even though Cleopatra didn't look like what I thought Cleopatra would look like. I still love Cleopatra. And I found a little Cleopatra pendant I told y'all on the swing set one time in elementary school. And I looked at it and I picked it up and I knew instantly. And I was in like third grade, second grade, something like that, because I still lived with my great granny. So I know it was somewhere in that time frame. And I remember looking at that little Cleopatra head pendant, and I was like, oh my God, I remember when I used to be Egyptian. Like nobody told me, but I felt it. So to actually see a mummy, and a lot of these mummies and these statues and stuff, some of these represent our old selves. Remember, I was telling y'all that a lot of people that I do the ancient readings for, they have statues that look just 100% identical to them. So, Patty said she has a lot of friends and family on the other side. Yes, so do I. So do I. And Trisha said, I think some of my ancestors peeking at me. I agree. I do feel like they are. A lot of our ancestors are. Lisa said, do you think angels have wings for a reason? It has a lot to do with traveling interdimensionally. And the rules and the laws of gravity are so different in the astral world. I feel like we depict them as having wings does not necessarily mean that they do. It just means that they have the ability to take flight, to go from realm to realm, higher realms. Okay. So whenever you think of something higher, you think of the sky and you think of, winged animals and creatures and winged humans. But I do feel like they do have wings. I've seen them with my eyes physically and spiritually. But, one of the reasons would be if you're flying and traveling interdimensionally or accessing higher realms, you do have to think about the fact that there are laws and there are things that happen on this physical earth. So there are laws in the spirit world as well. And I would beg to differ. The laws there are a lot more stringent than they are here. Our laws are a little bit more flexible. Okay. Like them having a form of protection. Yeah, definitely could be for protection because they have swords for protection. They carry all kind of tools and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, April says she loved to hear me speak. I'm glad you do. Thank you, April, because I feel like sometimes I'm just babbling and I'm like, they probably be like, oh, she just, babbling today about nothing. But I'm glad that y'all like to actually hear what I'm saying. Okay, June said he's light skinned with blue eyes and green eyes. Yeah, because I was seeing that kind of Ice Cube energy, like that kind of light skin, boys in the hood ish energy. April B said, yes, so true. I look a lot like Emma Trisha saying, you do. And it's kind of like that with your deities and your orishas and your Lawal and your spirits, your angels, your ancestors. I mean, we look like a little bit of all of these people, right? Egyptian energies and stuff like that. I think they have wings to fly to us. Patty, I would definitely agree because sometimes, they have to cover you in those wings too to protect you from things. And then they have to fly over here to get to you quick enough. Okay, Lissy says love. Really, I love their Dar. That, yes. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Sasha says, do you think monarch butterflies are signs from past loved ones? Yeah, and I've heard a lot about monarch butterflies before, like and like with a lot of celebrities and stuff. So they're supposed to be very powerful symbolically. Very, very powerful. Okay. Trisha Riggins said yes. Psalms 91. Lisa said unicorns. Love hearing you talk. Thank you, Patty. Girl, yes, love, love, love. Okay, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I'm glad that y'all like it because sometimes I feel like I'm just dragging on and on. But whatever channel messages I get, I definitely share those with you all. And it's so interesting because I didn't even know what the topic was going to be when I went live tonight. But I was like, I'm sure Spirit will kind of, lead the way as usual. But I definitely appreciate y'all all hanging out with me. We've been on for 3 hours, so I'll let y'all go. I'm not going to keep y'all up all night. See, walk, up, LOL. Yeah, so I'm definitely excited that you guys are here. So I will try to give you all an advance in the community section. Check the community section to see what I post as far as like the next live information. I'll let you all know. Thank you, Trisha, for those blue hearts. I love it. They're so pretty. I'll let you all know when I'm going to do the next live so that you guys can see. Thank you, Patty. So that you guys can see that ahead of time so we can go ahead and get everything started to see what are your deceased loved ones doing in the afterlife. What are they up to? What are they doing? If they have specific offerings and things that they need. I know sometimes I'll see that. I was thinking about that honey bun Black Goddess for grandmother asked for yesterday, and I was like, maybe sometimes you all need to know what they asked for so you can bring them those things. Okay. Lissy, you're so welcome. And Christy, you are as well, of course. You all know that I love to do this for you all. So I will be be back in June. So much love we're sending your way collectively for your healing and for all of the energies around you. I appreciate them all coming through. Okay. And Sasha said, "Oh man, I missed this. We'll have love to see it." And the messages came through from my mom. Sasha, you must be. Are you British? Because the way you spell mom, M-U-M. But yes, Sasha. Next time you catch me, if you are able to catch me when I'm doing the readings for the deceased loved ones, then I'll be more than happy to see. Okay. All right, everybody. Yes. Trisha's going to the water. Okay, Sasha. Okay, I see. Yes, so I definitely appreciate you all for coming out. Y'all see, I tried to paint my nails, my natural nails. I wouldn't say it was an epic fail. What'd you say? Oh, I thought you said something. I wouldn't say it was an epic fail, but I mean the paint is already chipping, so I guess I have to like polish them every day. Anyways, so oh, Gangstar Seeds. I like that. That is so dope, Lizzie. Okay. Is that our new family name, the Gangster Star Seeds? Because I'm a gangster. Y'all know I'm a gangster. Did y'all know I was a gangster? Did you? Oh, she's talking about some child, please. No, I'm not. I'm a nerd. I always grew up. I feel like my hair grew since last week. I grew up with some gangsters, though my family members were, and I was always a nerd. I did not say it made me gangster by default. Are you going to let me tell my story or not? Or not? Anyway, so like I do have this one gangster story. I had a stepsister who was really gangsterized, okay? And somebody I got into one fight. Okay, I did get into a fight in high school, my whole life, middle school. And so I got into this fight, and because this girl thought that because I was a nerd, I wasn't gonna fight her. She was like, "I'm gonna whoop you out the school." I said, "Nah, baby, we're gonna do this right now. I'm not gonna spend the rest of my days scared that I'm gonna get into a fight and maybe get beat up because I don't know the odds are in my favor, your favor. We're gonna handle this now." Everybody was like, "What? Like the nerd getting crunk?" I was like, "Baby, we're gonna fight now. If we gonna do this, we gonna do this now. Whether you gonna whoop me, I'm gonna whoop you. What whoop de woo, as they say out in the street, whoop de woo, hooty hoo, whoop de woo. We gonna handle this now." So her name was Marsha Allen. Okay, so Marsha said, because the whole thing was Marsha liked this boy named Carlos, and Carlos liked me. My mama was like, she would have literally tore me to shreds if I would have had a boyfriend. My mama didn't play the radio. How she got all soft and nice now with my little brother, I don't know. But my mama did not play the radio. My mama was like not playing the radio. So Carlos liked me. And Carlos had gold teeth, Jerry curl, stuff like that. He had a car. So I would sneak and let him drive me home, but I could not let him take me but so far because I had to get my sisters from the elementary school and walk them home. So I'm thinking I'm cute riding with Carlos Norfleet, y'all. Let me just go and tell y'all these folk name, honey. Carlos Norfleet. Anyway, Carlos Norfleet, he wanted to be my boyfriend, but my mama was not letting me have a boyfriend at this particular time. And I was like, okay, you can drop me off by the elementary school, so I don't have to walk from the high school to the elementary school. Because my middle school was a high school combined with a middle school. So I said, okay. So he drops me off. That was the extent of our relationship. So Marsha Allen comes to me in the gym one day and she says, oh, matter of fact, why you think you all that? Because I was on the homecoming court and I'm all dressed up thinking I'm cute. She's like, why you think you all that? Carlos and me did X, Y, and Z yesterday. And I was like, okay, good for y'all because I'm not finna do it. So good for y'all. So she got mad at me because I got smart with her. So the conversation escalated and she was like, you know what? After school, I'm going to whoop your butt. And I was like, nah, boo, we're going to fight right now. Everybody in the gym stopped doing what they was doing. They was looking like, what? What? It's some action going on over here. So, everybody was looking. And of course, that adrenaline makes you more motivated and encourages you to, go ahead and, carry out and execute your little plans and stuff. So I became a little, little crunk. Okay. So I became a little crunk, y'all. Y'all big sister was in there a little crunk. I ain't gonna lie. So I had on a salt and pepper dress. If y'all 80s babies, 90s babies know what I'm talking about. There was like a long tight dress that had split up the side and had these little stripes going down it. And I was on the homecoming course, so we had to dress up this particular day. And I was like, she caught me on the day we got to dress up. So I got on the salt and pepper dress. But when I tell y'all, I don't know what came over me, but I got into a fight. And the next day when I came back, because I did get suspended, okay, I got a suspension. And my dad, who I told y'all about, who called me the other night, he had to come and pick me up. And he was like, did you get her? I was like, yeah, Dad. He was calling me Mike Tyson and everything. He was like, that's my girl. He was giving me dab and high-fiving me and stuff. And I was like, yeah, Daddy, I got her. She was talking stuff to me. And I told her, if you hit me first, which she did, I said, if you hit me first, I'm going to get you. Because I knew if she hit me first, she was going to get a 3-day suspension from the board. And I was just going to get, go home that day. I'm a nerd, so I've never done this before, but I know how it goes. But I knew I had to defend myself as well. Because, again, I went to school with a bunch of gangsters. It was like Lean on Me, East Side High. So I was a nerd, but I had a lot of family, like I said, that were like, gangsters and stuff. So I told my daddy, he was like, that's my girl. You did it. You got her. He was like, your mama going to kill you. Like your mama is going to kill you. So I started crying like the whole day. I'm good. I'm a nerd, but I'm like, I got a heart. So I'm going to defend myself. So I did, y'all. We got to fight and they were calling me Mike Tyson. It was like, we wasn't expecting this from you. But I was like, I have to defend myself. So the very next day I come back to school. Again, everybody's calling me Mike Tyson and stuff. And they were like, man, we were shocked because you so quiet and you a nerd. But we were like, wow. But everybody was like, she deserved it because the way she came at you, blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, as long as she hit me first, I was going to defend myself. And I wasn't going to be scared all day because somebody promising me a whooping, boo. So we got into a fight. The next day I come back to school. She's still suspended. I'm walking home from school. And next thing I know, somebody jumps out of a car and they're like, oh, you blacked her eye. We gonna get you. These the gangsters. We gonna get you. And I'm like, oh, I got a whole squad of gangsters that's about to get me. I'm like, oh, man, I can't win for losing. I was like, oh, man. So I went home and I told my stepsister. Now, this stepsister, my mama used to date her dad before I even moved in with my mom. So we were really young. And we used to go to the fair together. We used to all dress alike and stuff. When my mama would come pick me up from my grandmother's house, she would bring my stepsister and my two half-sisters. And we would all, be dressed alike and stuff. And so it just so happened that she moved at the end of the block. So she moved at the end of the block and she's like gangster. Okay. So I'm like, I go home and I tell my gangsters, guess what happened? And she was like, what? They did what? I knew they was going to try to do that. So she made some little phone calls and stuff, y'all. The next thing I know, the next day, walking home from school, before I even been the corner good, here come a car. My gangster stepsister jumps out, and all of the little gangster friends with her, and they told me, get in the car. The driver took me, whisked me off like I was Secret Service, honey. They whisked me off. And I looked out the thing. All I saw was gangsters versus gangsters. And I was at home like, whew, I'm so glad I got some backup, Lord. Thank you, Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides. Because, Lord, I don't know if I would have survived all them now. I did what I could do with one, but all them, and they gangsters. And I'm talking about, when I'm saying gangsters, I'm talking about girls that look like boys and girls that ain't got, they don't care if you cut their face up and stuff. They just looking like gangster boo around this thing. I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, oh, Lord. Patty said it's the quiet ones you got to watch out for. Precisely. Because the whole time you're talking, we're planning. We're like, okay, so if I do just one dab right here, then you're gonna go down and they're gonna have to come get you. Okay. But y'all, that's my story, my little story. My wife laugh every time I tell it. But fast forward years later, same college, University of Memphis, where my little mommy friend was hanging out at, that I was addicted to, Marsha Allen. I go in the bookstore, get my psychology books. Never will forget this. Marsha Allen working at the bookstore. Hey, Melinda. I was like, hey, Marsha, you working here? She was like, girl, yes. I was like, well, let me use your discount. She was like, girl, yes. So 35% off all my books. And for those of y'all who took psychology, those books can be $100+ plus. I was like, all right, girl, we cool again, child. I don't care that I had to beat the brakes off of you for talking crap about Carlos Norfleet, somebody who I knew I wasn't going to be with. Like, come on, I was a super nerd, and Carlos was like the thug of the neighborhood. So yeah, but y'all know I had to do story time with y'all, because I mean, really, that whole name, gangster. Tommy said not Eastside High. Yes, I'm telling y'all, in the gym, people were like smoking. People would go in the bathroom and get initiated and jump in gangs. Like, literally, it was like Eastside High. Like, it was so freaking. Y'all probably looking like not our land. But my wife laughed every time I take her home and I like take her to like where I grew up and stuff. She'd be looking at me like, she just be scratching her head, don't you? And like, if one of my family members call and they talk really, different than how I talk, my wife be like, how in the world do you even know what they saying? Like, seriously, how? What is it? But I mean, I grew up in a very, I'm from Memphis, and it's really it's rough, and so June said you gave her a 2-piece. Y'all are so funny. I'm looking at the comments now. Y'all are hilarious. Oh my God. Yes. So pretty much I'm telling y'all, yeah, June, I'm glad he came through too. I'm telling y'all, you have to do what you have to do, but you can't let anybody, and that's anybody. Christy, you talking about run. Like, you can't let anybody get over on you, because they're going to continue to do it if you let it happen just half of the time. It is your divine right as a human being that has been birthed on this planet, that is protected by the God Almighty source. It's your divine right to protect yourself from any man, woman, or whoever, anybody that's trying to, take away your life force energy, or anybody that is trying to hurt you or harm you, psychologically screw you or whatever. You have the right to defend yourself. I mean, that is just a divine human right. Okay. And anybody who chooses to say, I give up that privilege to defend myself. I don't know what to say to them other than okay, arrivederci. Go ahead. Bless your heart. My wife said, okay, see you on the other side, because I'm going to stick around and continue to protect myself and to do what I need to do. That was the one and only physical fight that I was ever in school. So I'm not that type of person that's like, oh, let me go around here and put these paws on everybody. Now them paws came through because they was calling me Mike Tyson. I defended myself. She said, y'all see how she come for me? She telling me my hands big. See, I'm telling y'all. See, when people get to talking to y'all like that negatively, you know what I'm saying? you have to make decisions like, is this a good thing? Or do you mean that in a good way, right, babe? My hands big. Y'all do see I have she said I have boxer. I do have long fingers, and I do have, I have long fingers, but y'all saw my great grandmother's hands on that picture and my great grandfather's hands. I mean, I have their hands. Their hands were really, really big. Trisha talking about I'm a rough rider. Positive said that brings back memories. Her cousin beat up her bully. Yeah, they didn't want you to get suspended for fighting. Do y'all know? It did not hit me until I got home. Well, until my dad picked me up and he was like, "Oh, that's my girl. You did it. Da da da. Your mom gonna kill you though." Like, it didn't hit me. That's when I started crying, because I was like, "Oh yeah, my mama is going to kill me." So that was when I was, oh, I'm getting in trouble, because my mama was like really strict. Like, I couldn't even bring home a B minus. I would get grounded if I brought a C home, but that was because I had already set the bar high. She knew I was an A student. She knew I was an honor student. So, not at the Eastside High School, because they didn't even have honor classes. But when I left there and I went to a college prep school, because they instantly put me in all honors classes, coming from Eastside High, where I was like number 17 out of 300 some students. They was like, okay, we're putting you in AP, honors. So, my mama didn't understand that those classes were really hard. And so I'm bringing home B minuses and stuff. She was like, oh, what happened to all your A's? Like, you grounded. I'm like, Mom, you don't know what this stuff is like. But, I really did gain the appreciation for having a combination of people in my life. I had people that walked the same path that I did and people who didn't, because I realized and I respect everyone's position. Everyone plays an intricate role in your life. You don't want to just surround yourself with people. Yeah. You don't want to just surround yourself with people who are thinking like you and always doing what you're doing. You have to have a variety. You have to have, different energies, and you never know why God brings certain people into your life. You know what I mean? And April says she can relate too. Yeah, she saw people go in the bathroom and be jumped into a gang. I'm talking about, it was really real. Like, it was like really, 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 really real. Patty said brought back memories for her, standing up for others and herself. Yep. And Positive said her advisor counselor. Yeah, I'm telling you, my gym teacher was even like trying to figure out how to not get me suspended. But I was like, they were like, okay, so we're not going to put the suspension on your record, but you do have to get kicked off the homecoming court. So that was my punishment. And I was like, okay, I accept. But of course, again, Of course, again, I went home and I cried that, because this was when I came back to school. Principal was like, I can't believe you. He was like, well, coach said not to put the suspension on your record. But we do have to kick you off the homecoming court. And I was like, oh my God, like my little world came crashing down. My little salt and pepper dress was all tore off me, y'all. I was like, Lord, not my salt and pepper dress. Christy, y'all, I'm telling y'all. And Patty, babe, see, Patty, this is why I can appreciate you. Okay. Yes, and June says she lived in Alabama and had the disciples game. Yes, and I'm telling y'all, like I couldn't even tell my dad's side of the family what happened because they were all, and then I had uncles and stuff who were gangster disciples. So I couldn't even tell them because they would have came up there and they really would have got locked up. Babe, Patty says I have piano fingers. Piano fingers. I would appreciate from now on going forward that this is how we refer to my fingers as piano fingers. Okay. Thank you, Patty, for breaking that down. April B said, Eastside, how she weak. No, I'm telling you, it literally was. It was literally like lean on me. Like I'm telling you, people play. That's where I learned how to play spades at. Remember, I told you I was whooping my wife, cousins and stuff. I'm talking about I was like, my wife, we was talking king noise. They was like, no talking across the board. Because you know how they get mad when they lose it. No talking across the board. I'm like, okay. Boom. What you got? Boom. Like we they like, where you learn how to play cards at like that? At school. At school. Yes, Christy V. Magical piano fingers. Okay. See, my wife, she gotta get with this. April B said, bless your little heart about your salt and pepper dress. Yeah, because my mama didn't buy us stuff like that. My mama was a young mother. She was again 13 when she had me, and then she had my sister when she was 15, and she had my other sister when she was 18. And so she worked two jobs and stuff. So when I did move in with her, she was like, don't ask for none. Like when my mom was telling me, she took you to the store, don't ask for none, don't touch nothing because you ain't getting nothing. Okay. Like my mama didn't go splurging off money on us and stuff like that. So for me to have a salt and pepper dress, I was in heaven because I didn't get stuff like that. And so for her to shred it apart, that's probably what made the Mike Tyson come out of me because I was like, you didn't throw up my little salt and pepper dress. Oh no. And June said I had the 357 shoes. Yeah, I remember those. I sure do, with the little kind of like a lacy ribbon kind of shoestring, and they were black, very slippery. I remember those. Oh, yes, Monica. I'm sorry. I was like, boom. But I had learned how to play cards in school. So seriously, I went to a really, it's tragic to think about it now. My best friend when I was 13, Shirley Burns, was shot and killed by her brother, Melvin. He accidentally shot and killed her, but he had a gun nonetheless. Why do you have a gun at this age? Well, because at school, the kids had guns. And we ended up getting metal detectors. It's just so much, y'all, that I literally went through a whole lot in my childhood. And like I said, it took me a long time to make peace with things. Spirituality saved me because I was depressed when I thought about a lot of things. I was stressed out. And also when I was 13, my cousin, who was my same age, he was 13 as well, he did die. And you guys can Google it. His name was Glenn Taylor. And he actually went to a school called East in Memphis. And he was shot and killed. He was a basketball player, very popular, very popular. He was shot and killed. My stepfather, his brother's son, and we were like this. We would talk on the phone every night and stuff. And it was so sad. He was shot and killed at a basketball game during halftime. And so I went through a lot as a child, saw too much, just saw too much. But yeah, it's really real as far as these energies because I've been exposed to these things for so long that the reason that I'm able to channel the way that I am, I believe, is because of certain things that I saw growing up with people. And I just instantly knew how to pinpoint certain things like, oh, this is what's going on with this person. That's what's going on with that person. Because I've seen so much, I have a lot of comparables, and that's what I try to give to you all when I'm giving you all examples of things like so that you can have something to compare in your mind. Okay. Y'all see my piano fingers? Thank you, Patty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, positive. I honestly feel like it was all very necessary, a very necessary part of the journey. It made me who I am. It molded and sculpted me. without those experiences, I wouldn't have as much to share with you all. It definitely was a part of my walk. And the things that I signed up for, when I incarnated, I agreed to take on this job as who I am. And I agreed you know, um, to go through those things. Cause I remember when I was young, I used to ask myself, what? Like, what the hell? Why? Like, and then over time, I realized like this has to be something that I signed up for. Like, I had to agree to these. I'm talking about at a very early age. I realized these things, realized these things early on. So, and I want y'all to know that as well. We did sign up for these things, for these experiences. We agreed. We made these agreements. Okay, to be who we are, to go through what we go through, good, bad, and indifferent. Like I told y'all before, there have been people that I wanted to be with, two people that I can think of. And I knew that I wanted to be with these people, but Spirit said no. And I was like, I'm going to still be with them. I'm going to do this. Spirit's like, no. And I was like, no, I want this. It's going to, Spirit's like, no. So, you have to stop and think like, why? Okay, because that was not a part of the agreement. And so, it is what it is. And especially when it comes to different life experiences, they are all very necessary. Okay. So, and as far as with you, June, I do definitely want you to realize that, you still have access to his energy. You still have access to the protection that he provides you with. So just make sure that you're honoring him and you're working with him. Okay. And Patty said, you're welcome for that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Very, very much. I always wanted to play the piano, but I couldn't go asking my mama to give me no piano. She probably would have looked at me like I was crazy and been like, cut the light off and close my door and get out of here. Excuse me. That's the kind of mom I had. I could see myself now walking in my mama's bedroom. Mom, I want to learn how to play the piano. I want to take piano lessons. Girl, close my door and turn my light off and don't talk to me no more. Okay? For the rest of the night. But no, I did take some piano lessons, Patty. I took guitar lessons. This was, later on. I had a music teacher that favored me a whole lot, so he taught me some piano lessons when I was little. I was always teacher's favorites, y'all. I was always a kiss up. I was the person who other people would be rolling their eyes at because they were like, "Oh, you always teacher's pet. You always taking names. You always doing this and that." Yes. Hello. So that was always me in school. But I did have a lot of friends, but I was always teacher's pets and stuff like that. So my teachers favored me a lot. So positive when you were talking about, you apologize for the way I grew up. It worked in my favor because a lot of teachers knew that my mom, well, especially when I lived with my great granny, that she couldn't afford to pay for me to be involved in certain activities and stuff. And my grandmother never came up to the school. My grandmother didn't really leave the house. She was a recluse. So the teachers would take me under their wings and they would pay for things for me. They would escort me places and do things like that. Whereas I didn't have a parent to come to things. They would take that over for me. So that helped me out a whole lot. Okay. So Monica said this is therapy to her. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad that this is therapy for you. And Patty said she heard the music around me, the piano. Yeah, and it's so I love the way that you labeled that, Patty. I'm gonna take that with me for the rest of my life, literally, because people always talk about my hands. I've had people to tell me that I should be a hand model and stuff like that. And people tell me when you're talking, I'm just looking at your hands. So I do feel like I feel like one of the downloads that I've gotten a glimpse of my past life was me doing surgery. And I definitely see my hands being very long and agile for a reason. I have very steady hands. If I wanted to be a surgeon in this life, I definitely would have made a really good, or even if not a surgeon, maybe a surgical tech or somebody who does some, things with their hands. Clearly, I work with my hands with cards and with Reiki, but I literally have had a glimpse of my past life doing surgery. Okay. And I told y'all a lot of times in my dreams, I go and do things to people. And I told the lady in my dreams, I've done over 2,000 of these before. So I know that it's one of the things that spirit has me to do in another realm. Okay. So yes. So I love that because I sometimes wake up and I hear music and I hear angels singing. You guys will probably just pass out some of the experiences that I have, but I'm excited that you all are, so open to your own experiences as well. Okay. Hey, Pinky. What you miss? You miss all kind of stuff, honey. I done told him I done got the fighting and everything, Pinky. I was uppercutting somebody and stuff. How they uppercut y'all? I was uppercutting, lower cutting, and everything. Pinky, you done missed all the fight, everything, honey. I done got to a fight, Pinky, and everything. Okay, okay. um. Okay, he's on the altar. Okay, okay. Good, good, good. And that could also be the reason why he's coming through so strong. Y'all have to realize the more that you're working with these energies, just a simple picture of them in a cup of water will do wonders. Okay. It will do major things. Okay. And Patty plays the piano. That's so interesting, Patty. I really, really, really love musicians. I have a really strong appreciation for musicians, for artists, um, for novelists, those that write. Um, I've been writing a book for years that I've stopped and started. So, I just love the arts. I love the dark arts, tarot and astrology and things like that. Those are considered dark arts. I love the dark arts and I love, the lighter arts, the more palatable things like music and dance. I used to want to be a ballerina, all the things that my family could not afford to do for me. I wanted to do. So when I had children, I made sure that they were able to do all those things. My daughter was a ballerina. I went and got her tutus and all of her little ballet shoes and I made sure she had her little soft bottoms, her hard bottoms, whatever she needed. I put my son in taekwondo and even we moved to like Alabama, I did these things. Like moving to Atlanta, I was a parent that was like whatever they wanted to do, I put them in it and I made sure to be there for them because I know what it's like to have a lot of talent and no one be able to financially back you. You know what I'm saying? That's the hard part. Talented people are everywhere, but who's backing them, who's managing them, who's funding them. June said, me too. I was a teacher's pet. They were like, the stuck up girl. And with me, I think a lot of people probably were friends with me because they knew that I was teacher's pet. I had my teachers on lock. I had one teacher, and my kid's dad was talking to me about this a few years ago, and he reminded me. So our coach, when I met him, I was in high school. This was the college prep school. Our coach taught history. And I would go up there and talk to him. He would call me up there at the end of each quarter. And people would be like, what are you and coach talking about? Because they knew I was teacher's pet. They did not know, though, that I was helping to determine what their grades were. He would literally sit there and ask me, what do you think this person's grade should be? And he loved Florida Gators. Oh, my God, that was his team. But anyway, coach would have me helping pick people's grades out. And I'm like, they don't even know. Their grades are in my hands. And I loved it. I love the control. As a child, I'm picking out your grades. Like, really? You better be nice to me. But I didn't have any problems when I went to that school. I was Miss Senior. Everybody was like super cool. And, it was a lot of smart people there. So I fit right in. A lot of nerds. I fit right in. Pinky said, say what? Pinky, you got to go back and watch so you can get the full effect, okay? We're talking about like high school fight, middle school fight, okay? Positive said, LOL, football player said that to me. Yep. Monica R, her voice is very calming. And I agree with therapeutic. Yeah, and I'm so glad that that I can, be somebody that you guys can relate to, because I had a couple two people that stand out to me on my spiritual journey at the very beginning that I listened to, and I really vibrated with what they were talking about. It was what I had been, longing for my whole life. I had been looking for, this particular type of knowledge and insight. But one was an older man, and he would say all the right things, but then and I was 20. I was leaving Alabama, so I was 26, moving to Atlanta. He would say all the right things, but then when it came to like some of the things I couldn't relate to as a young mother, young woman. So I was like, I keep looking for these people on my journey that look like me, that sound like me, that listen to the music I want to listen to. Like I might want to listen to Drake, but then I might want to learn about tarot at the same time. Like where are these people? Like I never could find these people. So when I got further along in my journey, I decided that whenever spirit was ready for me at a specific time, I was going to be that person. 'Cause I was like, man, it's hard because you feel like you have to be two different people. Like when I would go to work, I had to be this HR person, and I'm doing this and doing that. And then when I get in my car, I'm listening to my little rap music. Gucci Mane is one of my favorite rappers. Ti is one of my favorite rappers. Drake is one of my favorite artists. I love Chris Brown. I love my gospel. I just like all kinds of different, music. I'm not gonna lie, I love jazz. So I was just like, man, where is the meat at, on my spiritual journey? Because I had a lot of coworkers that we were like this. We were corporate, and we liked our thug girl trap music, like 2 Chainz said pretty girl love trap music. Like I could find those people, but they were not necessarily on my spiritual path. And that's what I kept looking for, and I never could find. I was like, man, one day I have to be that person to let people know it's okay to be spiritual and to also be this at the same time, because we're multifaceted as humans, you know what I mean? So that's how I came to this space. That's why I wanted to create this space. Pinky said no kicking, no biting, and no fighting. Yes, no kicking, no biting, no fighting in this space that we've created. But we're talking about Marshall Allen Middle School. Oh, she had to get that business. You gotta go back and watch it, Pinky. But we're almost 4 hours in, y'all. It don't even feel like we've been here that long. Okay, so we're going to do some tarot because I got to teach y'all how to do y'all readings, okay? Because I want you all to know exactly what you need to be looking for when you're doing your own readings. And some of you may have aspirations to do readings for other people, taking on clients, starting a holistic business or a spiritual business, reading tarot cards and things like that. So I want to be the person that, helps to shape your, shape that for you all. So I'm going to start the tarot. So let me know if everybody's ready. And outside of that, that's pretty much all I have to say. I don't have any other major points to hit on. Okay. I was telling them earlier, Pinky, that I had a dream you were in it a few days ago. April B had a dream about me. Patty has spoken some twins over my life. We just been doing all kind of chit chat. Whenever you get time, you're just going to have to catch back up. I like to go back and listen to the live as well. Positive that we all in here will be entrepreneurs. Amen. And being an entrepreneur is a state of mind. You can be an entrepreneur while you work for someone else as well. Sorry. It's just about carving out those ideas and writing down those plans and deciding what it is that you want to do, what spirit is backing you up with. And that's it. Because there's a lot of things. Like I said, I wanted to do piano. I wanted to do, but spirit didn't back that up for me. Spirit's like, no, we want you to do other things. You'll know what your purpose is when spirit backs you up, and they will back you up. Because I'm telling y'all, I still don't see how I did it. I got in my car and drove from Memphis to Alabama. I got approved for my apartment over the phone. I had never even been there and seen the place. And one weekend I said, let me just go. Took off work, let me go and see. So I took off that Monday. So over the weekend I drove. I was like, oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, I love it. Signed my lease because I had to sign the lease in person, but I got approved over the phone and everything. So I went. I signed my lease. I live right down the street from the University of Alabama. I lived in Northport. Um, so it was right near Tuscaloosa. So I signed my lease. Beautiful apartment. And I was like, man, how am I going to get all my furniture here? My father that's deceased, he hadn't really did anything in my life, but I rented the truck and he drove it. He was like, baby girl, I'll drive the truck. And he drove the truck. Me, him, and the person I was dating at the time all went there. I drove my car. He drove the truck. And when we got there, me and my children went to sleep. And my friend that was with us woke up the next morning. My dad had unpacked the entire truck by himself. And he had never been to Alabama before. So that was an awesome experience. We got a chance to hang out and get to know each other a little bit better on that level. And then I stayed there. My lease was up. I stayed there. As soon as my lease was up, I left because it was, it was boring. And I had spent most of my time going back and forth to Memphis. So I said, okay, Memphis is 3 hours away from Tuscaloosa. Atlanta is 3 hours away. I really want to move to Atlanta though. My homegirl was a flight attendant. She had an apartment downtown. She invited me to visit. I went and visited her and I fell in love with the apartment and I signed a lease and the rest was history. But I had 2 small children, so I know it can be done. And I didn't have a job. I had a job in Alabama. Through the college, I found a job and everything. But I did not have a job when I moved to Atlanta. So I'm here to tell you all that it will work out. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you can. It's not like this is for somebody else. It'll work out if that's what you want. When I went to Atlanta, the very first day that I drove to Atlanta, the day that I was getting my keys, I promise you all, I promise, this is a true story. My kids and I stopped at IKEA, and I'd never been to IKEA before because we didn't have one in Memphis or Alabama. Stopped at IKEA and we ate hot dogs, honey buns, not honey buns, cinnamon buns, hot dogs, and ice cream cones. We were sitting down eating, and I was thinking of a plan the whole time. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I get child support. That'll help with my rent. But what am I going to do? I even took my car back to the dealership so I didn't have a car note, and I bought a cash car. I was serious, y'all. I said, what am I going to do? I went to IKEA, little office upstairs, and I filled out an application, and the lady interviewed me right then, and she liked me, and she was like, what do you have experience doing? I was like, I worked in human resources. I worked in a call center. I worked in customer relations. I was at my job in the call center for like 6 years, like from the time I was like getting ready to turn 21 until I left Memphis. So I had been there, for a long time and stuff. I had a lot of experience. She was like, oh, you worked at the front desk? I said, yeah, I did. Boom. Got hired as a receptionist at IKEA. Day one in Atlanta. And for anybody who's lived in the A before, it is kind of hard to get a job. There's so much competition, so many people coming there. Atlanta is kind of like Cali, you know what I'm saying? Without the expensive, ridiculous rates. The cost of living is much more palatable and affordable. But I worked later on, worked for some clinics as behavioral health clinics as the HR person when I was in Atlanta. And I'll tell y'all like this, I had people that were in the interview crying, begging for jobs because it was so hard to find jobs in Atlanta. So I'm telling you, when you have favor, things will fall in place. And the way that you develop that is by keeping in touch with your ancestors and your spirit guides. Those of us who do that, we have a couple of extra little notches. You'll notice a lot of people skate through life and they may not be what you think is spiritual, but trust and believe they have a team around them. They have a squad with them. Even when you're not aware of them, they do exist, of course. It's not just your awareness that brings the power, but it's your awareness and giving them offerings and things like that that does energize them and bring them more power, okay? But that's a whole nother story. A lot of homeless people downtown. Yes, it used to be a lot of and I live right downtown, right across from the Georgia Dome. So I was in the heart of Atlanta. Some people live in Georgia, but they don't necessarily live in Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta proper. When T.I. is talking about Zone 6, that's where I lived. It was literally the hood of Atlanta that they were gentrifying, and they built brand new apartments, and that's where I moved to. So I got a chance to experience the Atlanta life, and it was awesome. Atlanta's totally different now than it used to be. Yep. Mm-hmm. It is very, very true. So I agree with what Positive for Life is saying when she's saying she speaks that over us. June has a testimony as well. Pinky Lee said, blessed and highly favored. Amen. Now that's one thing that you'll always hear me saying. I don't care how deep in my spiritual journey I get, I will continue to say, yes, I am blessed and highly favored because I am, and you all are too. So yes, continue to speak that over your lives, okay? Well, as y'all can see, one thing I've always loved to do is talk because I've literally talked almost up on 4 hours. Okay. Uh, June said, yes, I lived there. It took a while to find a job. It does. I mean, especially when you're coming from somewhere like I came from Memphis, I never went without a job. Like I said, I was 20, getting ready to turn 21, and I got my first, no, actually, that was my second corporate job. No, third. The first one was at a bank, which I only worked there for 2 weeks. It was at the call center for a bank, which I absolutely hated it. And then I ended up working for Harris Casino, Harris Entertainment, and it was this big lavish corporate office. We had an elevator. They would cater Jason's Deli and stuff all the time. I was 20, turning 20. I worked at Victoria's Secret. Like I had a lot of nice jobs, good paying jobs, and didn't know financially how Atlanta was. My apartment, it was brand new, like I said, downtown Atlanta in a gentrified area. So it's still kind of, rough. And then it was still being built up, which is very nice now. My apartment, they said the retail value was $1,390, but it was income based. So they based it on the income of my previous employment in Alabama. So my rent was $800 a month, which was still fairly expensive back then. You know what I'm saying? It was still fairly expensive for that time frame, but you know, and you're talking about 2007, $800 a month, but it was a beautiful apartment downtown. Everything was brand new. I'm talking about I was the first person to live in it. My kids and I were the very first person to live in the house, in the apartment. And it overlooked the Georgia Dome. We had parking garage to park our vehicles in. And if you went upstairs to the top level, there was like this kind of penthouse, the outdoors area. I could take the kids up there on the roof and they can play. Then downstairs underneath the entire building, there was what they called the work, play, and live area. So there were these boutiques. They were empty. Nobody ever rented them while I lived there. But you could, like if you were a business owner, you could rent a space out downstairs. I'm talking about coming from where I'm from to something like that. It was super fab. So to me, $800 a month was like, what? Like, this is awesome. Now those apartments, I think the last time I looked at them, because my son lives in Atlanta, so I was helping him look for a place. The apartments for like just a 1 bedroom is like 1,500, okay? Because of the location. Because now the Georgia Dome is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and it's very lavish. The whole little, you go down there now, it's coffee shops and stuff like that. Whereas when I first moved there, it was like a little African market and stuff like that. It wasn't anything like it is now. I'm talking about they got buildings built in places where I'm like, oh my God, that was literally a patch of grass. And it's like a huge building. Okay. I didn't talk about Granny not that much. I'm sure she came. Okay, I always figure a way how to bring my granny in. Her hands. I was talking about her hands. My wife says that I have big hands. She was trying to be facetious. And Patty brought up the point that I have piano hands. So I love that. And I told Patty that I really appreciate that. I'm going to take that with me for the rest of my life because I really love that. Like I really love the whole piano hands. So that was what I mentioned about my grandmother tonight. Other than that, we had June's energies to come through a whole lot. Okay, drop some names and stuff like that. I kept hearing Marcus, so she was confirming that Marcus. We were talking about her boyfriend in the spirit world, and his dad's name was Marcus. So he came through strong tonight. So yeah, so we just had a good time chit chatting. It always feels so weird because I'm the only one talking, but you guys do talk back and you type, and I read out what you all say. I'm really excited about the Zoom because that way, you all can interact as well. And I can take a break on the Zoom. I'll kind of try to lead the conversation a little bit, but I do like to sit back and just, kind of chillax or whatever. Um, so I definitely look forward to that. But Pinky, that's it. We were just talking and stuff um, about, the different energies. I really didn't even have a theme tonight. And that's just kind of where spirit led us to. So, you know, how we do it over here. So yeah, y'all. So it has been real, and I am going to find a snack. I'm actually hungry. Y'all know I normally don't have an appetite, but I'm actually hungry. It's almost 11 p.m. here where I'm at. I'm on Eastern time. So, oh, Christy V. Y'all done got into a fight with, well, y'all help, look, y'all had my back on that fight, right? If I would have known y'all, my sisters back then, y'all would have had my back. So y'all have gone down memory lane with me. Y'all seen y'all big sister on a whole nother level, fighting. And it's so funny because all my family were so shocked. Like everybody was like, what? You got into a fight? Like what? So yeah, y'all. It was so crazy. But anyways, y'all. And a couple of my family members do watch my lives. They were telling me, they'd be like, I be watching you. I was like, oh, I can't say nothing. No, I'm just playing. But no, they know. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, so let me go back to wrapping up my elecades that I'm making. And then I will holler at y'all later. Love everybody. May everybody have a good night. Extra love to you tonight, June. You my boo. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And you are resting. No. I'm gonna get into some more I'm gonna get into some more energy for you. Um if I get more messages tonight, I'll let you know as well. And tell your boo, don't be beating me up now. But yeah, Pinky, you guys to go back and look. Yeah, we did some cards as well. Why do I smell hot roast? Okay, but y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat because I'm hungry. Okay. All right, y'all. Peace and namaste.